Live.
Harley hit 500 subs, so that means she drew the cat.
Cut out again. Oh shit! I might be able to help you. Hold on. Are you beating up your microphone? Oh, I hear myself.
Beating
up your microphone?
Oh my god, what is happening? Stop.
My bad. Had my stream open. That's not intentional.
My fucking ears, you bitch.
Yeah, my bad. Yo, peep the face cam chat. Face reveal. Wait, I'm putting that in the title as well. Hold on. We're like actually back. Hold on.
Oh my god. Anyways, bro. Wait, did I cut out here?
Oh shit, I might be able to help you.
No, I was sliding my desk, by the way.
So you're doing.
I think I slammed it. I saw actually my things bounce on the fucking table, so.
That's massive.
Okay, so can you fix my mic?
Word. Open up, go on Discord. User settings. Hi, Harley. Go to voice and video.
Yeah.
And then, what is your input sensitivity? Is that automatic?
I think it is. Oh my god, it was automatic.
Yeah, turn that off. And basically how this shit works is...
Oh, no, I see what this is.
Yeah. You can see when you speak, that's like... How to explain this? That's where this... Oh, yeah, you get it? Okay, yeah. Usually that could be a problem if your shit's cutting out a lot. Alright, chat, we're live, and I'm here to milk. I'm here to milk because the cow keeps giving. The cow keeps giving. Also, wait, before we talk about whatever the fucking Forsaken drama is, bro, ROBLOX, fucking dog water, bro. We were supposed to be live maybe like 20-30 minutes ago, but I had to uninstall shit and restart my computer. But also, okay, in all fairness, it didn't take that long. It was more so because we were derailing a lot. Because we can finally be bees, chat. Hold on. This is important. Anyone that is on Twitch, you can finally be a bee. Only on Twitch, though. Sorry, YouTube. Sorry.
This is his new bit.
Sorry, YouTube. You guys, unfortunately, aren't able to be bees. But, where's my Twitch? Why did I close Twitch?
This is his new bit.
Hold on, chat.
Oh yeah, Arlie's poor. He doesn't have this emote. Ha! Oh.
Hold on, chat. You called me poor, boy.
Yeah, look at you.
Don't tempt me.
You want this emote, do you?
Here it is, chat. We can finally be bees.
Good news. We can finally be bees. This isn't your world, but we can be bees. This is good news. You can be a bee. You'll live like a bee. A pet. A pet? A pet. Mark, this is good news.
Okay, how much does
800.
This is insane.
800?
Yeah, look at Harley. Let's make fun of him for being poor. Anyways, Forsaken drama. So.
Yes, fill me in, chat.
A new video by, I don't know, I'm gonna fuck this.
Give us all the context, because I literally, this is perfect actually. Dude, this is we're so back. Because I actually have no idea anything about this, so this is perfect for the viewer. So you gotta fill us all in on like all the context, because I have no idea.
Right. Okay, so a few months back, on March 18th, Soul Driven was exposed for being, a horrible person.
And is that the creator of Forsaken?
Yes. Who was the previous owner of Forsaken.
Mm-hmm.
And that drama had, happened, and YouTuber Parlo had made a video debunking everything. But recently, a new video has arisen by Fuadi Productions, actually debunking all of that and proving that Soul Driven has done all the things he is, and there's more to it. It's a 40-minute video. You should probably link that video in the description. I can send you it right now, so you can link it.
I'm not giving no one my milk.
Okay, but yeah, the YouTuber had debunked it, and Children is now re-exposed for actually being all those horrible people.
What?
Horrible
So
person.
what was he exposed for? Or
I'm
they?
pretty sure one of them was a neo-Nazi. Yeah.
What
There's
does
more
that
points
even mean? Why can't we just call people racist anymore? Like what? Like what? Why is?
No, it's white supremacy. That's why. It's like
Oh,
white supremacy.
why not just
They
say
think-
that?
I don't know. That's what they call it, neo-Nazis.
It's so fucking cringe. Like that could literally be true, but like they're already losing me, bro. Like just say the dude's racist, bro.
But among other things, I can't remember off the top of my
All
head.
of it,
'cause, like,
gotcha.
yeah, basically anything that was accused of before has been turned out to be true.
So like,
But that-
how was it proven to be true? If you don't mind me asking.
Fuck me, I forgot. You put me on. I kind of hate doing this kind
No,
of.
yeah, I'm not coming at you. I'm just curious, cause like, you gotta understand, there's people on the internet who would tell you I'm a neo-Nazi. So that's why I want to know.
This actually disproved it. The thing is, right? Again, he explains it 10 times better than I ever could on how he is. So that's kind of why I want you to link it, so he can probably explain it better than I can.
I have to watch this
And
on
he's a white-
stream.
Yeah, it's a 40-minute video explaining it.
Alright, I think I know what I must do.
But yeah, since this drama has happened, it seems like Forsaken's going under new management. I think Soul is being kicked off the team.
Yeah, I mean, it's probably bad for business. Actually, not really, now that I think about it, but...
No. If public face sees Soul is no longer the owner of the game, I'm pretty sure it'll save more face than anything. But
I still stand by my opinion, because the fact that I haven't heard about this, I still believe that most people don't... Oh, why is it stretchy? Most people don't actually care, and they're just gonna play the game.
it's piss annoying though to hear about like Soul being like the owner being like the piece of shit they are.
Allegedly. I'm sorry, I'm not convinced. I'm gonna watch this video while we play
No,
Forsaken.
you should stream it. Do it.
Yeah, I am. I know I am. Pull up stream, bro. This is peak content right here. I'm about to...
Medium's just wannabe XU stream, bro.
No, this is more like a Nicholas Diorio stream actually, but anyways. Where's Roblox? Where's Roblox? I need to turn this shit down so I can actually hear this.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Really, it was relinquished from Soul. What fancy wording? Relinquished.
Oh yes, the disclaimers.
Has been relinquished from the throne. Also
is
known
the
as
current lead
Forsaken.
developer of Forsaken.
Hold, oh, please, I beg. Please do not tell me he has this fucking whatever that is on his voice throughout the whole duration of this video.
It's the whole video. It's the whole video.
Release me!
And he's done a number of terrible things, some of which being federal crimes. For instance,
Federal
Soldier
crimes?
monetarily supports a neo-Nazi who, 1, attempted to murder someone in a racially motivated stabbing, and 2, owned and spread CSCM to people. Soldier of the Month has also been
What's happening? Okay, hold on, bro. What the fuck? Dude, I better see some crazy shit. These are some massive claims. Holy... Dude, these are some... What the fuck did I just hear? I'm sorry. Hold on. What was it? He supports neo-Nazis?
Yeah.
With... And someone got attempted to kill someone?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
This is insane. What did Mark say? This is insane!
stabbing, and 2, owned and spread CSEM to people. Soul Driven Love has
I
also
don't know
been
what
dishonest
CSM
about
is.
firing a pedophile on his developer team. Soul
Okay.
himself has also spread revenge porn of a minor, making it
Okay.
CSEM. Soul Driven Love
Holy
has also
shit.
encouraged the use of an SFW artwork of minors
Jesus
in order to harass them,
Christ.
and is still friends with the people who did it to this day, and has relentlessly stalked, silenced, and harassed
Okay,
his
so
victims.
Jesus.
Claims, when I first saw that, I was like, yeah, these claims gotta be fit. This gotta be like one of those and other things.
This is a problem because he probably did do all this shit, but dude, for like the average person that isn't like compromised, not even like this is a termly online shit. You are throwing some terms that us normal people do not hear all the time, right? Like, but for what I can pick from this, what he's being accused of, what I hope will be proven in this video, is that this guy is racist, a white supremacist, supports someone, I think, or was friends with someone that was a pedophile, I think he said. And then
I think it was one of his workers, actually, one of the employees.
either him or someone that works for him did revenge porn of a minor. So these are all horrible things, all right? Just want to get that clear. It's just like the language is so fucking jarring. He's a neo-Nazi and spread it CESM. Like, what the fuck is that? Just like, I don't know. Oh wait, I'm throwing. Am I lagging?
How do I?
I am lagging on Forsaken for some reason.
By the way, we do not condone any of these things. By the way, if we make jokes about them, these are all jokes. Please don't kill us.
I mean, obviously I don't condone it, but like, dude, I can't help but laugh when the nigga has a fucking voice changer and is talking like a fucking nerd emoji. Like, what the like, I'm sorry, bro.
We here at the I Love We Baby Corporation do not take any responsibility. We are making jokes and we are idiots. Please do not sue us.
That's what, dude, that's literally what this disclaimer is, like, by the way. It's like, please support the official release. Who here watches Dragon Ball Z Bridge? Okay, anyways, alright, let's move on.
His and Parlo's responses are mainly filled with hypocrisy, whataboutism, and buzzwords.
Like, dude, stop! Stop! Please! Stop! Why do they do this? You're scaring the hoods! Whataboutism. The act or practice of responding to an accusation of wrongdoing by claiming that an offense committed by another is similar or worse. I feel like there was a different word we could have used there. Like, God, fuck. These fucking, like, debate terms. Stop, bro. You're scaring the hoods, bro. Oh my God.
In an attempt to discredit them and discard their experiences.
It's hurting my brain. I'm a grown man. Just like... Fuck, bro. I feel like there's a simpler way to deliver the message, you know?
Blaming them for not speaking out sooner. Many people believe that Soul has debunked everything or that a lot of information surrounding him are complete lies. However, a majority of the information is true. This video exists to serve as documentation of Soul's behavior, lies, and crimes, since the only source of information readily available to the public is Parlo's video, which is unreliable as seen through the information he emitted in his video.
I will say, I think Parlo is not a good word I want to use here. He uses whataboutism. No, I don't think he's a good source. He doesn't seem to look into the shit at all that he talks about. And that's I mean, maybe, I guess I could be wrong. Maybe he locks in on his other videos, but his Harry Twinkle video, it seemed like he didn't know shit about it at all.
Yeah.
And he flip-flops so easy too. Like, I mean, it isn't like he has his own opinion at all. He just goes whatever the narrative is. Like, he doesn't even engage with the actual shit that is being said. It's just whatever.
He says himself, he's just here to report on the situation, not like make it.
No, that's fine. That's fine. There's nothing wrong. But you have to not, because he doesn't do that. I watched a Harry Twinkle video, and he wasn't reporting. He was stating the shit as if it was his own opinion. If you want to report, you can't use the language that he was using. You got to be like, the community, this is what they're saying, da, 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 da. Like Twitter versus or internet versus. I don't know if anyone watches that, but the language that he uses, it's obvious that he's reporting on what people think. He even quotes people. He literally reads tweets. That's what he does, and talks about like the community's consensus. Parlo doesn't do that though. He presents it in a way that it's like his own opinion. Like, I'm pretty sure he straight up said, "I read through the document," which is probably a lie, by the way. I don't think he did that. I think he sat down for like 10-20 minutes, looked in to see what everyone else was saying, and just recorded his video and just regurgitated everything.
Watch the stream pick up traction and just become like a drama in itself. By the way,
dude, I fucking hope so. I actually hope so. Please, we're trying to get monetized. We're so close, dude. That'd be awesome. I'm like in someone's YouTube video, and they're like, "Small streamer, Eily Baby VODs." Makes a complete mockery and supports Soul, which I don't, by the way, but I would definitely get like misquoted. Oh, I don't even have an opinion yet. All I'm saying is that.
Oh, I have to go eat BRB.
Okay, all right. I guess we'll be riding solo. Oh boy, I hope I don't get canceled while he's gone. Oh, he becomes a cat when he's gone. That's awesome. All right, let's dive back into the video.
Taste here. But before we begin, this is a quick disclaimer, especially to Forsaken players watching this video.
I also hate
Forsaken
disclaimers.
Will not die if Soldier...
Why are you... Dude, I'm really not trying to be a dick, because this Soul guy is probably a piece of shit, and I'm hoping this video proves that. But there's just so much shit I find cringe in videos, and I'm sorry, I have to comment on it. Why are you putting a disclaimer that the game will not die? What? Yes, I agree, by the way. I say this every time. No one in the actual, like, player base besides dedicated fans even care about any of this shit. I'm just being honest. How many people are playing Forsaken right now? Let me see. Where's my Roblox? Forsaken chat. Yeah, there's 152,000 people playing this game right now. Ow. I'll throw one more pizza before I die. Yep. No one, like, half of the people playing this shit are not that invested. This is, like, for diehard fans or shit like that who are, like, really involved in the community. Yeah, no, the game wouldn't die. I'm just being honest. I'm gonna be honest. Soul could have probably just ignored this shit, and the game itself would probably be fine. Just because, like, the game is just bigger than all this shit. Anyways, with that being said, why is he putting a disclaimer for that? Like, would we at, like, 2-3 disclaimers already? Why?
Driven Love is removed as a developer, as the game itself has no issues outside of its main developer. The recent updates have actually been made solely by individual developers.
Okay, that's good.
Soul himself.
That's
Considering
good.
The amount of
Also, another thing, just because, even if that wasn't the case, right? Even if Soul completely developed this game by himself, that doesn't matter if he steps down. Like, just because someone's a piece of shit doesn't mean the thing that they made is now bad. But yeah, I agree. Obviously, he should he is stepping down if all this shit's true, which it probably is. People are worried about a bunch of content would be removed for Forsaken. Oh, or going on other hiatus. That's the thing, though. Like, you don't have to, but I get what you mean, because they do that. They do that, but I don't know. I'm a big believer of separating art from the artist, and I don't mean that as like a defense for an artist being a bad person and me being like, I'm gonna still support them because their art's good. No. I mean, like, the shit they made previously isn't now magically a bad thing because they're a piece of shit. You know what I mean? So I don't feel like that would be necessary, but they would definitely do that. You're so right. Oh my god, you're actually so right. They would fucking take the whole game down. Oh my god.
Skins the game has, which are primarily IPs of other people, the game's content won't stagnate without Soul-Driven Love. This video is for Soul-Driven Love and his accomplices to be held accountable and removed entirely from the development of Forsaken, and not from Forsaken or the son of Soul-Driven Love or anyone involved.
I'm an Omori fan, I'm used to it. What happens in Omori? Same shit. Okay, so what is this? Our first character named Fungus. I think this is what his friend that was, what was he, a pedophile? Then he, like, supported him. I'm trying to download everything that's happening.
Fungus was added as an NPC to Forsaken, but was only removed once someone had written a document about what Fungus had done. There's reason to believe Soul would have never removed it if nobody pointed it out, since he clearly said it was an inside joke with his friends that he believed nobody would pick up on, as confirmed by an anonymous contributor.
Oh shit, I should probably read these, cause I know a lot of people put shit on screen and what they're saying is just not real. Okay, what is this? Fungus inclusion in Forsaken. Yep, he's an NPC. I'm more concerned with the Discord message.
As confirmed by an
okay. Is this a what am I looking at? Is this a Discord DM? Yeah, super stupid. Even I scolded Soul about that. So the whole thing I know is that Fungus is a groomed child whose Soul was friends either for years back then. They say they aren't a Nazi because they were fully groomed into the whole Nazi stuff. From what I know, and they talk to their parents still giving them money to provide the child a better future than return to doing bad stuff. That's what I know. Inexcusable, but that's the rundown. They thought no one will know about fungus. I do not know. I do not know what I just read. Okay. Amo Cat, the creator, may or may not like kids. Uh-oh. It's not clear, but there's a lot of evidence proving so. Uh-oh. I'm not gonna lie, he probably is a pedophile. listen. And that's exactly what I mean. Like, the game is still good, even though he's probably a pedophile. He probably is, though. If he made a really good game, he's probably terminally online, doesn't leave his room. So, yeah. Anyways, yeah, I don't know what the fuck I just read.
An anonymous contributor of Forsaken. So, what has Fungus actually done, and why is this an issue? Kaiser Fungus 1, who is referred to as Fungus, is a 17-year-old who was friends with Soul, who is currently in juvenile detention for the attempted murder of his sister's boyfriend.
Whoa! Holy shit! Well, then that's definitely proven if he's in juvenile.
With the main motivation being that he was Turkish.
Oh. Oh shit. Oh shit. Wait, now they got this nigga dead to rights. I can't lie. What the fuck? Rascal, you're my realest nigga. I may disappear tonight. If I disappear, tell them I went out murdering a fucking Turk. Okay, so yeah. Yeah, that's fair enough. This guy's definitely a racist then. Yeah, there's no denying that. See, but you see how I use the word racist and not Nazi? Like, unless the dude has a fucking swastika, like, in his room or something, it's just, why would you use, like, confusing language like that? It's unnecessary. Just, like, call the nigga a racist, bro. We all know what you mean. It's
now,
simpler.
Soul did address Fungus as an NPC, removed him.
Being completely serious here, Fungus should have never been implemented in the game in any way, shape, or form. His addition as an NPC was meant to be nothing more than a temporary inside joke, an awful one at that, between myself and the few other people who knew about him. However, I still added the avatar of an actual person who attempted to murder to my game. Attempted is in bold because people think Fungus is a murderer. He didn't kill anyone, thankfully. Okay, well, full stop. In my eyes, attempted murder is just as bad as actual murder. Right? Just because you failed at it doesn't mean it's better, you know? But what I'm trying to figure out is, I don't remember, is Fungus and this dude like actually friends, or did you just add him to the game? Because, like, I don't know, that changes it for me, because I like dark humor, so I could kind of see the funny in, like, adding a dude that tried to kill his sister. But I would clown on him, though, I feel like. I don't know. But yeah, it doesn't matter. Attempted murder is just as bad. No matter how few knew about Fungus' backstory, the avatar so represents the actions that he carried out. I'm well aware that children play Forsaken, and by absolutely no means should I ever be exposing people like that to such a young demographic. I don't want to try and downplay this at all, so I hope that my wording here is proper. And also, I want you to know that I'm sorry, in bold. I'm not going to be pulling shit like this again in the future whatsoever, and I'm going to continue to stay committed to keeping Forsaken as child-friendly as possible, so that nobody ends up falling to any awful habits like how I did when I was a child. I don't even know what that means. But yeah, I mean, probably shouldn't have added that dude to the game. What was his inclusion? Do you know, Harley? Like, the fuck did his NPC do?
Apologized and does not defend Fungus's actions.
As you shouldn't.
However, Soul Driven Love continues to defend Fungus from being labeled as a neo-Nazi. In his response document and stream, we can see that Soul completely denies that Fungus is a neo-Nazi.
But he is not a neo-Nazi.
I mean, who cares? Like, this is what gets on my nerves with, like, internet shit. When you start using all these weird fucking words, like, just call the nigga a racist, bro. Because he definitely is. If right here he said he's gonna go out murdering a fucking Turk, and then actually did it. Because, yes, that could easily be a joke. That's like, I don't know if I would specifically say that, but I'd say something similar as a complete joke. But I would, you know what I mean? But like, who cares if he's actually a Nazi? I don't even know why he's defending that either. Because who cares? Who cares if he's actually a Nazi or not? The nigga's a racist guy that tried to kill a Turkish
I
man.
genuinely do not think he is a neo-Nazi.
Who cares?
Think that he's not a neo-Nazi. He was just a really, really fucked up kid who got groomed into doing so many different things.
What? Okay, alright, I'm not gonna lie. Yeah, this song guy kind of sucks. Who cares? Like, I agree, the like Nazi shit's cringe or whatever. But who cares if he's actually a Nazi or not? He's probably not. He's still a piece of shit. He is a racist 100%. He tried to kill a guy for being Turkish.
My question is, why? Soul acknowledges that fungus may
Right,
be
I
just
agree.
as aware of how
Who
problematic
cares?
they are, but he's afraid of labeling fungus as a neo-Nazi.
I'm not afraid of it, by the way. I just find it silly. And it also kind of opens you up to that criticism if, like, he technically isn't anti-Semitic, but he's just racist or whatever. I don't know. That's why I just like the dude's racist, you know, call it a day. But it doesn't really matter, though. Even if he's not, it doesn't matter, you know?
He
He's...
says that fungus had no ill will towards any groups of minorities.
That's also a lie, yeah. Wait, did he say... I don't know if he said that, but that's not true. He literally said he's gonna kill a fucking Turk and then did it. Like, what do you mean? What is this? Bacon, bakab, should I... Wait, what? Should I... Oh, it. Should is tab the... Am I... Hold on. I don't... What the fuck am I reading? Is this gonna get me in trouble? Yeah, I'm gonna toss my life away for this bacon. Okay, let me try this. Is that like a slur for certain people? Or is he talking about like a Roblox bacon?
Fungus was extremely adamant on mentioning the ethnicities of the people he planned to stab, which
Right.
makes it racially motivated and
I
in turn
agree.
a hate crime, which completely
This is the first definition that makes sense to be here. I agree. Simple word. We know what that is, and then you show what it is. I agree. That was based.
contradicts his
Gotta go. Okay, bye, Harley. Have a good one.
claim. His rationale for this is that Fungus said these things because 1, he thought it would be funny, and 2,
Yeah, okay. So, this is stupid. Not on Soul's part. I agree. Cause like I make edgy shit. I make edgy jokes as well. The difference is I don't go out and stab minorities. He like said, unless I'm missing the plot here, he said he was going to stab the Turk. I hope what the fuck. I hope that doesn't get me in trouble. And then went and did it. So yeah, the guy is racist.
However, there's a limit to jokes.
And also, I don't agree with this groomed shit. How the fuck? Yes, you can be groomed in the shit, but that doesn't like take away your responsibility. Try to kill a guy, man. Oh, hold on, I'm cooking chat. Hold on, we'll get back into the neo-Nazi expose. Like, you see, like, bro, you see how fucking stupid that sounds? That's all I was saying. I wouldn't use that language personally. But the dude's definitely a racist, that fungus guy, 100%. And Soul's like defense of it is dumb. Because it really doesn't matter if he is a Nazi or not. He probably isn't. I don't know what, like, on the technical reason, but he's definitely racist. He doesn't show hate towards any minorities is literally false. He did that. Wait, I'm sorry. How did I get catch on fire? I must be lagging. I think I'm still lagging on Forsaking. Yeah. I don't know. I don't know if we're like in AU servers or something. Let's get back into this.
And once you attempt to murder an individual because of their race or
Right,
ethnicity,
I
that
agree.
is a hate crime. And
It literally
all of the
is.
things that Fungus was saying around this period,
No, he's fucking Hitler or somebody's his PFP. See, normally I would defend that, but I can't when you literally went out and tried to kill a minority.
he was a neo-Nazi.
Once again, I don't know. He's definitely racist, though, 100%.
Spreading the narrative that
And it really doesn't matter if he is or isn't.
he isn't a neo-Nazi since he was groomed is also just flat out misleading.
I
In
agree.
the article, Murder Fantasies and Memes, Fascist Aesthetics of Death Threats, and the Banalization of White Supremacist Violence, Tina Ascanius coined a phrase referred to as the memification of white supremacism. People in alt-right spaces tend to use humor to coerce vulnerable people to slowly be accustomed to their bigoted.
True. That is true. People do like to hide jokes, like truth in their jokes. And the best way I you can. The best way to differentiate the two is actual actions. Like Fungus isn't a Nazi or racist because he said he hates X person or whatever. He's racist because he said that and then committed a hate crime, right?
Ideals. This eventually leads the victim to share the same ideals.
This is insane, by the way. I've never seen a Roblox drama like this. This is actually insane. I thought for sure... I'm just gonna have to eat shit on this. I thought for sure this guy was being called like a Nazi for jokes, and I thought I was just gonna be ragging on that, but no, he literally is like a racist. Like actually, he tried to kill a guy for being Turkish.
This is what happened to Fungus, and by extension, Soul. In Soul's case, they did make edgy and distasteful jokes, often being racist or queerphobic.
Which I don't have a problem with, by the way. I don't have a problem with the jokes themselves. I have a problem with that he said the jokes and then actually tried to kill somebody.
These aren't always indicative of someone's true beliefs.
I agree. Okay, this guy's based so far. I just don't like the all the fucking disclaimers at the beginning and and some of the language, but I 100% agree with him so far.
In Fungus's case, these absolutely were.
Right.
There's no denying that being groomed into this kind of humor is horrible. However, the fact that it eventually spiraled into Fungus attempting to murder the minority is when the clear line from victim to perpetrator is
I agree. 100%. This is based.
He was just flat out
fuck, it's me.
Yes, thankfully the victim is alive, but it doesn't change that Fungus still went through with to murder him.
I agree so much, dude. Right, dude, wait. Dude, this guy's... Oh my god.
He also had access to CSEM.
I don't know what that is. What is that? Did Oh, welcome back. Alright, so we got some good shit going on right now. At the point in the video I'm at, I literally 100% agree with the YouTuber so far.
Tell me what happened.
Okay, so basically Soul added this guy who attempted to murder his sister's boyfriend, I think it was, because he's Turkish. And that's not speculation. He said in a Discord DM, right? He said in a Discord DM, if I disappear, it's because I went out taking a Turk or some shit like that. I hope that word doesn't get me in trouble. Now, that literally is like a joke that I would tell. The difference is, though, I wouldn't then go and attempt to fucking kill the guy. I'll just say that shit because I think it's edgy or whatever. And
might get exposed to being a really bad person in the future, bro. I'm not gonna lie, bro.
I'll be honest, I say edgy jokes, but like the difference is it's not a joke if you actually go out and do it, you know? It's not a joke anymore.
Hey, this joke isn't that funny anymore.
Yeah, it's not a joke. You're just actually saying your beliefs.
Him, right?
And then and that's another thing. If someone was to call me out and be like, if I was to say something like racist, and someone was to be like, that's not true, I wouldn't argue with them about it. At most, I might jokingly be like, yes, it is. The blacks are bad or whatever. But if they're like, actually think I'm dead ass, I'm like, nigga, I'm fucking chatting, I'm trolling. This is the type of guy that would sit there and actually defend the position on why, like, the Turks are bad or whatever. And he tried to kill a dude. He literally tried to kill a dude. So Soul, he made an apology saying like he shouldn't have added the guy to the game. It was just a joke, an inside joke, but it wasn't okay. But which, you know, so far I was kind of agreeing with, but then he has this dog shit take that he wants to emphasize that what's the guy's name? Fungal or whatever. One, he's not a neo-Nazi, which is neither here or there. It's like, yeah, he probably isn't, but who cares? He is definitely racist, 100%. And then he also says fuck, my brain is like fried right now. He also says that he wants to clarify that it was an attempted murder, not a murder. And literally, before the dude in the video even said it, yeah, I literally paused and was like, who cares? Who cares? Dude, attempted murder is just as bad as murder. I don't care. Maybe legally it isn't, but you tried to do it. Just because you suck at killing someone doesn't mean it's not as bad. Because if you were good at killing someone, the nigga would be dead. What are we talking about?
Bro, let's say like, oh no, I tried to stab Eiley. Still attending. I'm still going to jail. It's still a horrible thing to do.
Yeah. it's just as bad. Then he really harps on the neo-Nazi thing, which that's kind of why I was critiquing it earlier. Like, there's no reason to use that type of language because technically speaking, maybe he isn't. Because if I'm not mistaken, I don't even know what. Let me Google what a neo-Nazi is. Technically speaking, maybe he isn't, but he's 100% racist, and there's no denying that. And a member of an organized, like, you see, like this, you just don't need to use language like this. It just makes shit unnecessarily complicated to say he's racist, because he 100% is. And Soul was also saying that the reason that he thinks he's not a neo-Nazi isn't because, like, the technicality. He was saying because Fungus hasn't, like, he hasn't been, like, shown any hate towards minorities as he attempted to kill a nigga for being Turkish. What are we talking about?
Yes.
What do you mean? And that's not speculation. Like, he said that's why he did it.
Isn't there like a? Isn't he in juvenile? Isn't Fungus like in juvenile? That whatever.
Yes. Yes.
There's paperwork proving that he did.
And he said, and I quote, "I'm going to go out taking a Turk," and then did it. Like, what?
At least they live. Like, I'm happy at least.
Yeah, I'm 100% happy the guy isn't dead. And dude, attempted murder is just as bad as actual murder. That's like insane and unhinged. I'm getting back into this.
About the
At
situation.
least I think I'm just fully glad the person isn't actually dead because no one deserves to fucking go out to a racist ever.
I agree.
He denies ever owning CSEM and claims.
Fuck, I gotta look up what that is. He might have said it earlier. I don't know what what did he say? Hold on. I don't know what that
Soul's
is.
first video about the situation. Soul completely denies ever owning CSEM.
CSEM. What is CSE? I'm definitely gonna be on a list by the end of the stream, bro. He said CSE. Wait, let me pull up the transcript.
Bro, I cannot wait for a fucking Parlo versus I Love You Baby drama, bro.
Oh, what? Because I said he sucks, or I said his video sucks.
Yeah.
Look, bro. Look, bro. I said what I said, and I stand by it. It was based.
You're gonna get a bunch of Parlo haters be like, oh my god, you're so based for saying that, and then a bunch of Parlo supporters be like, bro, you're not funny.
Oh. Oh, it's child porn.
Yeah, CP.
Yeah, why can't that's what I'm saying. Like, why can't you just say CP? Like, you're not a lawyer.
No, you can't because YouTube would like actually like fucking.
Oh,
Like,
they wouldn't.
channel face.
No, they wouldn't. Dude, look, I dislike YouTube as much as the next guy, but I just want to let you guys know. A lot of people don't know this because they don't make content themselves or whatever. People blow it out of proportion. People blow it out of proportion. Yes, YouTube is like very strict and very annoying, but I watch a YouTuber, a streamer, I guess technically, named Nicholas Diorio, and he's monetized. He's fully monetized. His videos has ads on it, and he fully says these words. He says like rape, assault, CP, and he pedophile, and he doesn't get flagged. Same with like the unalive thing. You don't have to say unalive. People have like gaslit themselves into thinking you have to do that. So you definitely definitely could have just said CP. You'd have probably been fine. And also, who cares about monetization on a video like this? I mean, okay, that's a lie. I would. But the difference though, listen. The difference is, I'd be honest about it. I bet you if you were to ask this person why he made this video, he would say because he wanted justice or some shit to be served. Right? I'd be honest about it, like, no, I was just making a video documenting what this piece of shit did and made money off of it.
Get your bag, King.
Get your bag, King. I'm getting back in. Let's lock in.
Claims that Fungus had an impersonation account of Soul.
Yeah,
okay, in all fairness, though, the CP thing was not... That is just a claim. I don't...
When he went under robotic developer.
Not that it matters. Off of what I've heard already, it's enough for him to be a piece of shit and anyone defending him to also be a piece of shit. It's just the only reason I bring it up is because a bad thing that people do, us YouTubers,
Wait,
not us YouTubers, but
Eiley, can you check the Discord server real quick? Who's
For sure.
Absolution?
Ooh, what Discord server?
Absolution. Your Eiley Pond.
Eiley Pond. Oh, it's Zorshi.
Is Zorshi black?
No.
Okay.
I mean, technically, I wouldn't know, but I don't think so.
Okay. Sorry, just look at my response. I just want to. I didn't know.
You're gonna ask me that after you say, bro. YouTuber crack. Hold on, wait, hold on, dude. Hold on, bro. Hold on.
It's fine. You're not screenshotting this for fucking.
No, I'm not. I'm showing you. You said how drama's gonna come out of this. Check this out.
Oh my god, bro.
Small streamer Eily Baby Vods was lived with a neo-Nazi, Kraken SZ. They both say slurs and find edgy jokes funny. They also own CSAM. I think that's how you say it, right? CSEM material. Sources is trust.
I think bro is making fun of something. I can't put my finger on what.
I mean, I was wrong. Look, hey, I thought for sure, because, dude, every time I hear the term neo-Nazi, it's always like some dude said the N-word on Discord, so now he's a Nazi, and I'm like, bro, what? But no, yeah, I don't know, like I said, I don't know if technically he's a Nazi, but the nigga's 100% racist. There's, like, no denying that. He makes racist jokes and then tried to kill a minority. Like, hello? Hello?
Anyways, are we continuing?
Yeah, I'm invested.
He shows a screenshot of Robo sending CSCM to people in January 2022, with Robo claiming that this was Fungus impersonating him, but the claims of it being CSCM still stands. So, if Soul knew—
Oh shit, hold on, I gotta lock in. God, there's too many characters. Yes, firstly, Robo sent me, I think that's CP. Well, that's a start. Okay, hi. Regarding the screenshot where they claimed you had sent me a CP video, wasn't this an impersonator? Can you give a little context behind
Robo
this?
sending CSCM to people in January 2022, with Robo—
No, I'm reading, because
Oh, okay.
if I'm gonna cover this and talk about it, I want to make sure I'm actually reading the DMs and not just listening, because a lot of people, this guy hasn't done it so far. Like I said, I'm really fucking with this video. Like, all jokes aside, you know, I'm just poking a little fun, but the actual content of this video is good so far. But I just want to make sure I'm actually not, because a lot of people do this shit where they put something on screen that does not prove what they're saying at all, and then it'd be like, right here you can see he admits to being a neo-Nazi, and then it'd like be like an obvious joke, or like he'd be like, I hate black people, lol, or something like that. You know, I just want to make sure I'm actually like engaging with it.
That this was Fungus impersonating him, but the claims of it being—
yeah, the person in the screenshot just straight up wasn't me. Okay, so this is Soul. The context that I can remember behind it is that someone who I used to know who went by Fungus impersonating me. They were similarly disturbed child who was, at least from last time I heard of, 15 years old, but he was far more disturbed than I was. So much to the point where he actually is in jail for stabbing someone. I can pull up the article real quick, hang on. Okay.
CSCM still stands. So, if Soul knew Fungus had access to CSCM and was spreading it, the main question from this is, why is Soul using the money he makes from Forsaken to give money towards Fungus's rehabilitation, as he admits—
Wait, what? Wait, what?
Aforementioned response stream, if he—
Sorry, do they have what? Nah, this is cooked. I'm waiting. The claim just now is that Soul was funding this guy's rehabilitation. The fucking Fungus guy.
Oh shit.
knows he was impersonating him and sending CSCM to people.
I don't like him. I'm in contact with his
trying to
mom.
kill someone
I've given
because
his
they're a
mom money
minority.
so that
Yeah,
his kid could be
you're
okay
cooked, bro. I'm not
and
gonna
not end
lie.
up stabbing another fucking.
This guy's on. I don't know why I didn't say this earlier. Souls on Opera. I don't support him already. Welcome back, Harley.
person in his life. Because, like, let's assume that I don't do anything for
Wait
this
a
kid.
minute.
Let's assume that we
You don't support me,
leave him
Eily?
to
No, I'm gonna expose you for being a neo-Nazi.
the mental health he's put in and all that without any kind of funding, without any
That's
support
insane.
whatsoever. Who's to
Wait,
say?
he actually wait. There's
Wait, hold on, stop talking, huh? I'm sorry. I need to see.
Or
Does he
says
admit
he
to that on the
knows he-
stream? Hold on, let me listen.
Impersonating him and sending CSCM to people.
I don't like him. I'm in contact with his mom. I've given his mom money so that his kid could be okay and not.
Okay. What is the mom poor though? Could she not fund that herself? So he said he doesn't like the guy. He contacted Fungus's mom and gave her money to get him rehabilitated.
Ends up stabbing another fucking person in his life. Because, like, let's assume that I don't do anything for this kid. Let's assume that we leave him to the mental wards that he's put in and all that, without any kind of funding, without any kind of support whatsoever. Who's to say that he's not going to go out when he's free and stab another person?
I don't... What? Also, I bought Roblox. Hold on, chat.
Okay, bro.
Where do you become a VIP? Is it on the page?
Store. Yeah, you could just click store, shop, and then out store.
Do I have to be in the lobby, or could I do it like on the Roblox page?
I think you can do it on the Roblox page, but I recommend just doing it in the lobby so you can.
Alright, we'll do it next time. That makes no sense to me. If I knew someone on fucking Discord, it would make more sense to me if it was like a family member or some shit. But if I knew a nigga on Discord who like says racist shit and then it comes out that he tried to stab a minority, I'm not spending my money to get him rehabilitated. What the fuck?
You're not doing that for me, bro. Even though you know me for like 3 years now, you're not doing that for me. I know for a fact.
I don't think they were. This doesn't sound gay. I don't think they're as close as we are.
True.
I still don't know if I would do that. Maybe if I like, yeah, no, I wouldn't do that. I don't even know what the fuck I'm saying. I do kind of consider you like a little brother, but like I don't know your family enough to do some shit like that. Only way I would do some shit like that is like if like me and your mom were cool, and then she's like, I want to get him rehabilitated, but I don't have enough money. I could see me maybe doing that.
Maybe.
But like that does not sound good at all, and it does not help that the previous clip I heard of this nigga was him being like, I want to make it clear that he attempted to murder someone. He did not murder someone. It's like, okay. I also want to make it clear I don't think he's a neo-Nazi. Why? Well, because he's never showed any hatred towards any minorities. He tried to stab one. And it's not like me just like being, it's not just people like correlating the fact that he stabbed a minority and just assuming that that was the reason. He said that was the reason before he did it. That's funny because I see Kraken as an older brother. Oh shit, is Kraken older than you?
Yeah, I'm older than Harley. She's 14. I'm 15. Sorry, 16 now. Elbozo.
Holy shit, you're old, Gramps. Need your cane? You want me to go get the paper for you?
You're Graham, some unks asshole.
Real. Isn't that crazy though that little kids will call you Unk? Like you. Isn't that crazy?
Oh god, wait.
Isn't that fucking crazy?
If I go to my little brother's elementary, right?
They're all gonna be calling you Unk in OG.
And I'm gonna be like, oh god.
It's fucking insane, dude.
Sorry, off track. We just got off track hard.
Honestly, base. We need to, you know, we need to make content. It has to be transformative.
Oh yeah, of
Soul
course,
says
of course.
it's for the sake of
It's gonna be
rehabilitating
content.
Fungus to prevent him from committing further crime.
Sierra Island Corporation, we do not steal content.
Yes,
We're just doing
sir.
what XQTC does.
Better than him. He actually just sits there and lets the video play. I've been hey man, I've been actively engaging with this video. We are only 5 minutes into it, and how long have you been
It's a
live?
40 minute.
Almost an hour. Granted, we weren't watching this the whole time, but like we got pretty into this pretty early on, so I think I'm adding.
Yeah. We're adding funny and actual like takes on the situation.
Yeah.
The most important things.
Alright, skip back in.
But giving the money he makes from Forsaken to go towards
I guess I could also, if I screen shared, you could hear it in the background, right? The video.
Yeah, let's see. Hold on, play it.
like this is not commendable.
yeah.
It just makes him
Alright, so
complicit
you can hear it
in
in real
crimes that
time.
have been committed. He also says
Oh, shit, I need to buy
multiple other
VIP.
developers of Forsaken, who previously knew Fungus, are also checking up on Fungus to try to help him. This just shows that they still associate with him and they are still friends with him. As you
I
can see by
agree.
an archived account that Soul owns,
That's super
he still
weird.
considers Fungus his friend. This is as recent as 2024.
I don't know, it's kind of half and half. Like, I know when someone's your friend, it's like
You don't want to leave them.
you don't want to let them go, but number one, be honest about it, first of all. That, you know, you don't agree with what he did, but like you're really close to him and you don't want to give up on him. Soul is trying to put on the front that like he barely knows this guy, and you know,
but he's
he
still
he
kinda, like, the popular
disassociates
kid.
with them, but behind the scenes he's like clearly still his friend. Where's the IP at? Yes.
That's in stores. Yeah.
Yeah, who broke now, boy? Who broke now, boy?
You.
This is similar to how I watch another streamer laugh at Lily Orchid. I haven't heard that name in wait. Is that who I think that is? I haven't heard that name in years. Why do you know that person? Hold on. Is this the person I'm thinking of?
Grams, it's okay. Time to take your pills, Grams.
Why do you know about Lily Orchid, Harley? This is like way before your time. What the fuck? I don't even remember what the drama is. I've watched videos on this about this person as well, and I just don't even remember whatever it was about. Holy shit. You just like unlocked a core memory for me.
Bro, she just unlocked a memory in your head, bro.
I'm a Steven Universe fan. Let's see.
Oh, this game fucking sucks, bro. Okay, no wonder this game sucks, because Soul's a fucking owner.
Based! Where do I find my VIP emote?
It's in your inventory, just...
Holy shit, chat. Ooh boy.
On the ore farm.
How do you emote in this game? Okay.
3, 2...
Oh, my bad.
How do you feel being rich? Okay, it's fine. No, just do the email. I can time this. It's email's close. It's fine. And we have to go back to the video, bro. We're getting off track.
Sorry, bro.
Or
Hold on,
it was not a mistake.
I was gonna make fun of
adding
us
the
reading
game
this.
So new when he was
Hey, at least we add content and don't just regurgitate shit. At least I talk my opinion. Cause the video. Okay, I'll put the link in. I'll link it since I'm reacting to it. I'll link it. Cause I always hate that argument. Like, dude, you know you can literally hear the video without me. You could just you know pull up the video and watch it yourself and not hear me talk about it. Why are you hearing my stream?
Wait, what's happening? Wait, who said that in chat?
No. I'm just saying in general. No one said that. But like that's something I hear all the time. Like, you're pausing too much. You know what's crazy? You can watch this whole video without me pausing at all. Just pull it up. Just pull it
I
up.
complained about that too before, remember?
Yeah, and that's exactly how I responded. Because it's like, bro, just watch the video in its entirety. Someone is here and they are not synced up.
doing. What makes matters even more confusing is the fact that Soul sympathizes with a neo-Nazi, but never extends this towards any of the victims.
Oh!
Yeah, that's hot. Okay.
Nah, clock it, chat.
This can try and
That was a
change
good point.
in rehabilitation, but the fact that he spread photos and videos of victims of CSEM not only scarred the people he sent it to, but also further perpetuated the horrific abuse the children in the exploitation material have gone through. Fungus being a minor at the time, around 14, also still does not excuse this in any capacity, and makes
Yeah, it's fair.
Yeah.
Having it, I think, would be excusable, depending on, like, you know, because I would imagine the fucking CP isn't younger than 14, but spreading it, definitely not.
There's a difference between having CPing and spreading it.
Yeah. I mean, they're both bad, but if you yourself is a child, is what I'm saying. It's like,
Yeah.
it's like, that 14-year-old is staring at other 14-year-olds. It's like, yeah.
It's
But
always
yeah,
fun.
that is
Fun,
definitely
fun,
not
fun,
okay
fun,
to be
like
to be
that.
spreading that to a bunch of people who aren't fucking kids and stuff. It's super weird.
it even worse that he was an inside joke in the first place. It's clear that it's extremely dangerous to have Soul as a figure in the Roblox community. If he's denying that someone like this is a neo-Nazi and sending money,
See, I just don't like the verbiage he uses, like, or the adjectives.
Dictionary he's using right now.
Yeah, like, I'm sorry, I can't take that term neo-Nazi seriously anymore. I can't. Like, like this without knowing all the context sounds unhinged, but he's right. But like, you could just say like he's a racist or like
he
whatever.
makes from his game towards him while knowing that he committed a hate crime.
Like anytime I hear someone be called a neo-Nazi, I'm not trolling. It's literally for saying like shit I say every. Maybe I'm just a neo-Nazi. Fuck it. Fuck it, bro.
I love you, baby.
I love you, babies. A neo-Nazi and Kraken supports him.
No,
It's
no,
unseasoned.
I'm just
Half of
associating, bro. I'm
Roblox
just
players
associating.
Yeah, you could pull a soul. Whoa, I barely know that guy. I talked to his mom, by the way, but I barely know that guy.
vulnerable children under the age of 13. So naturally, the Forsaken community would want to believe Soul is telling the truth, and they've taken his dangerous rhetoric as gospel. But Fungus isn't the only reason this video is being made, because there was a developer in Forsaken that endangered children directly.
Yeah. This
Oh,
was the
shit.
gamer he hired.
Yeah, he's cooking
he-
though. I'm fucking with this
Spotlight
video.
King, who also went by Dead Salmon or 8885, was an animator.
He said his points and he has proved them.
Since December of 2024, who was credited with making 4 emotes for the game by March.
No, you piece of shit!
Please keep this date in mind.
Show the emotes right now. Wait, what was...
That's why we don't have pick up the phone, I think. He made pick up the phone. Wait. Kilo de. Wait. Oh, fuck. Where's my emotes? Please.
That's why TikTok can pick up the phone, guys.
No!
That was copyright.
You piece of shit. You fucking
Holy shit, I am even supporting a groomer.
I still think the emote should be in the game.
Okay.
Play the gas sound effect. Remove him from the project. Keep the emotes. The emotes have nothing to do with him being a piece of shit. I don't care. What does dude? I like the emote. I don't know this guy. I don't care about this guy. I don't support anything he's done. Fuck him. I like the emotes. Here's my point. Kraken.
Okay, whoa. It was like Kraken Road.
Listen.
Okay.
Listen.
Okay.
If I make you a sandwich and you eat it, and it's a fire ass sandwich, it is fire, bro. This shit is top tier sandwich, bro. Might be the best sandwich you've ever eaten in your life, right? You find out after eating this sandwich that was so delectable, so good, that I am a neo-Nazi. No, I don't want to say that. I am a neo-Nazi. I'd rather be a neo-Nazi than a pedophile. I'm sorry, dude. Anyways, you find out that I'm like actually a racist, and I try to kill my sister's brother because he's like he's
Turkish.
I want to be different. He's
Polish.
Jewish or something. Does that mean that sandwich I made you is now bad? It was a bad sandwich.
But it's still good.
Right, it's still a good sandwich. Fuck this guy. He's a piece of shit. I hate him. But that sandwich he made was still good. Isn't it magically bad now? And if, like, let's say you wanted to make that sandwich for other people because it's really fucking good, it doesn't mean it's like a Nazi sandwich. Or if anything, I guess if it's that deep, could we not just have them be remade by someone else who isn't a fucking piece of shit? I don't think it's that deep, by the way. I think the emotes could stay because they don't support. He doesn't get any of the money from that. The fucking Forsaken creators do. He just made it. That's it.
Yep.
Damn, bro.
Oh my god. So that's why. Okay, okay. Funny enough, we had like a debate on what happened to pick up the phone emote, and in fact, was not copyright because
I thought it was copyright. You know what? I think it's official. I'm gonna say, dude, Forsaken is big enough where from now on, everyone on the team currently needs a full background check, and anyone in the future that joins needs a full background check. Because I am tired of losing my emotes because niggas can't stop touching kids. I'm sick of it, okay? Pat it up to here.
I like the fact that you only care about this because of removing emotes.
Because it affects me. Okay.
Bro only cares about the emotes, not the players. I love you, baby. Expose me.
Like, obviously I care. You know, obviously I'm glad they get removed from I'm glad they get removed from Forsaken. You know, my best wishes goes out to the victims, obviously. But dude, I'm fucking tired of logging into Forsaken. Like, imagine you log on tomorrow and you can't Hakari because the dude that made that's a fucking child touch. It's like, okay, cool. Thanks, man.
The person who animates the child touch is like, awesome. That's perfect.
All right.
Notes for the game by March 17th, 2025. Please keep this date in mind as it is important later on. What was known for a long time, however, since around 2023, was the fact that Stop by Blue was a pedophilic, age play, rapist, erotic
Whoa,
blogger.
whoa! Hold on, pause. I'll read everything in a second. That was a lot. I gotta see what them screenshots say. Hey, they probably are right spot on because this nigga's been cooking so far. Like everything I've said is just mainly me just poking fun, just light criticism. But like the actual
Maybe
meat
you and your
and
BF
potatoes, fuck, of this video, fire, gas. All right, let's see what's going on. Okay, Stoppy Blue, that was the dude, right? He's also a
Yes.
furry. I just realized, and fucking what was his name? Soul is also a furry, I think.
Oh my god.
Not that matters. I'm just pointing it out.
I love you, baby. Exposure being a neo-Nazi.
A neo-Nazi that hates furries. Okay,
So there's this rape on where I rape you at school in the hall. There's an age difference once I'm way younger and you ride me, okay? And then one instant with incest. What? Okay.
I don't even.
That's awesome.
What the
Thanks.
fuck is this conversation? Who the hold on.
This is important, by the way. What's that the conversation?
Hey, you ever accidentally masturbate to young pictures of your mom?
Who the starts a conversation like that? I just sat down.
That's literally me, bro. What the fuck? Okay, so there is the rape on where I rape you at school in the hall. There's an age difference, one where I'm way younger than you and you ride me. And then one with incest where we are brothers. Who the fuck sets a conversation like that?
I
Okay.
like all those, but age difference, how younger?
Say you're 14 and I'm 10. 4 years, or it can be 18 and 15. Yeah, this is... I don't know what the fuck we are reading right now, bro.
Sire, can you not tell that? Like, okay, if you say this out loud, surely, sorry, if you type this and you read that afterwards, you can't just look at it and say, I see nothing wrong with this.
Like, you know, I'm a completely... Well, not normal, but I'm not a fucking weirdo like these guys, right? And even I cringe at my sexting. So I don't know how the fuck you type this shit up and hit enter. I have no idea. I have no idea, bro. We need to bring bullying back. This is insane. Can we go to a different server?
No,
It's the server. No, I have like 500 MS right now.
Okay, yeah, we can swap servers. But I have good internet. It's time for you to suffer. You have good internet for too long, you asshole.
I've never had good internet. I have okay internet. And it's carried by where I live. Because I live where like everything's hosted. Oh, I need you to leave for a second because... Wait, are you playing? Oh, you could join the call, yeah. Actually, I think we need you in this call. I'm not gonna lie.
We need a mediator.
We need a mediator. I'm ringing the group DM.
Okay.
Hey, sports
Yeah.
fans.
Hello, mediator.
Hey.
That is crazy.
What
I don't know,
specifically?
man.
We said a lot.
I've been laughing my ass off the whole time.
Dude, I think we might be onto something. This is fun. I'm having fun.
Yeah.
I think we need to do this more often.
Yeah, we do. We need
Like,
we
get
need
the
to start,
drama.
like, our own little, we all need to like start our own reaction channel.
Fucking reaction channel, bro.
I mean, we could just do it here because I need to get monetized, guys.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right. Where is it? I think this is the page. Yes.
All right.
yes, and
Okay.
Oh boy.
Oh boy.
Oh boy, I just can't stop
Oh yeah,
killing.
we're leaving the server. Don't worry.
I don't know if the next server
Oh,
is lagging for me. We
okay.
could just stay, but I think that's the problem. I don't know because my stream's fine. I'm not lagging on Discord, so I don't know why. Lagging on Forsaken.
Internet sucky.
Yeah, but only on
lagging over
Forsaken. That
here.
doesn't make any sense. My internet is
Actually,
not
might be
great.
lagging. I've just gotten so used to lag, I just don't care for it anymore.
Yeah, because I agree. Like my internet's not great, but like, why the fuck would I only be lagging on Roblox and nothing else? Doesn't make.
Yeah.
Okay, I think I'm good to join.
I don't know. Anyways, we have to continue the video. I stream.
We do. Wait, I'm streaming it, aren't I? Yeah, I am.
Okay,
That's the
I
right
was
web
in
browser.
Hilarious.
All right. Hold on, I'll play the video.
Play rapist, erotic role player who groomed his victims into
Wait, erotic role player. Let's be clear, that's not the problem. That's not the It's what he's saying in the erotic role play. He said that in the same sentence as groomer. What else?
the fact that Stop by Blue was a pedophilic
Age play. Groomer. Erotic role player. Wait. That last one's not the problem. That last one's not the problem.
rapist, erotic role player
Rapist.
who groomed his victims into erotic roleplay sessions.
Oh yeah, can I? Another thing I need to know what is the age of the person he's talking to? I need to know that as well. Well, yeah, I need to know that though. But yeah, I'm not okay with the age play. At least not if you're in definitely not if you're in a like a community filled with kids. That's literally my problem with Intel edits. You guys didn't know he's an age player, by the way.
Yep.
A lot of people don't know this because it got swept under the rug. But he's an age player, and I want everyone to know that our good friend Intel edits, the guy that does Minecraft videos for kids, he's an age player. Just in case anyone forgot. I'm also blocked on. He also has me blocked on Hypixel as well.
Wait, what?
I'm
I
canon.
was so upset when
I'm
I heard
canon.
about the drama because I was like, oh my god.
Yeah, actually,
Are you kidding me?
I thought it was just people trying to still fucking tear down Soul until I saw the video. I was like, oh damn.
Oh
He might be
wait,
cooking.
he's
No,
actually a
it's like,
piece of
no,
shit.
I'm serious, and then I was starting to feel bad. I was starting to have that conflicted feeling again.
Like, damn, that's criminal though. Actually.
So, I'm at least glad that the game itself is not getting canceled.
I agree.
Yeah.
I agree. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. When I first heard this, I thought it was more bullshit because all of the dramas up until this
then I
point
started
have
watching the
been
video.
such an eye roll, dude. But no, this is some serious shit. I say as we're listening to a robot tell us about it.
Yeah.
It's super serious, by the way. Okay, anyways, are we gonna leave the server or no?
Oh, this is the
Same
same
server.
fucking server? Yes, guys,
Yeah,
let's leave.
I didn't leave. I was the killer.
Okay.
Oh.
Fair enough.
Oh, okay, that makes more sense.
I just played the video, bro.
Alright.
where they would both age regress to enact his rape fantasy scenario.
That's so fucking weird. Did you leave?
I'm sorry.
Yeah, I did live.
What?
Yeah. That's literally what it is.
Nothing
We read, let's read these. You want to be the victim? You want to be the victim or
Some
the...
people use age regression about. Some people use age regression as a joke, but not as a joke, as a coping mechanism. Some people use age regression as a joke, as a coping mechanism. I need to shut the fuck up. Some people use age regression as a coping mechanism, but this really?
Yeah, I don't think he's coping. I think he's stroking.
I know.
All right.
This might be the weirdest shit I've ever seen.
Yeah. Let's read these. Who wants to be the victim? I'll be the pedophile. I think I have the voice for it.
Whoa, okay,
Hold on, no,
I'll
no,
be it, I guess.
Alright.
Don't even do it, bro.
Smiley. Maybe you and your boyfriend rape Yoko?
Perhaps.
What about age difference?
How big of an age difference?
It's young teen, 16, and kid 11, if that's okay.
No, don't
Dude.
Oh my god. I just recoiled That was disgusting.
Yeah, that's the point. See, I'm a good voice actor. That's what you're supposed to feel.
I'm going.
Anyways, continue the video. Let's just continue
The
the
ages he
video.
fantasized about were incredibly sensitive age gaps, such as a kid who's 11 and a teen who's 16, while the lower limit of the victim's age was going as low as 8 to 9.
Maybe I'm your babysitter when you're 13. I'm 18. Ooh.
Hold on, we can read them. Hold on, you can be the victim.
Okay, we're not actually gonna go through these and read them one by one, bro.
Why not?
Okay, bro, chill the fuck out, please.
We
Fine.
are not reading these one by one.
Fine. Okay, what I was gonna say though, the reason I paused is because I agree this is bad, but I just want to know who's he talking to. Is it another adult? Is it a kid? How old is he? I just need to know that stuff.
I'm just gonna assume it's a minor since he is.
No, I'm not gonna assume until I'm shown. I need to know. But yeah, this is bad. Bad enough to not. I think work on Forsaken. Like even if it's two consenting adults. Specifically the fact.
Age rate roleplay.
Yeah, specifically the fact that they make a Roblox game is that's no good.
This is like the same level as like those AI chat bots without the filter.
Dude,
Yeah.
I should flirt with an AI chat bot on stream. Does that sound fun, guys?
Yeah. If you're incredibly lonely.
Well, I am. I can't get any real women, so.
Oh yeah. Right.
If you
How about
start
that kind of?
quoting that one invincible scene, I'm going to find a way to strangle you.
What invincible scene, Harley?
I'm not. You know what I'm talking about.
Hey.
What are you? What are you saying that we can finally be bees, Harley? That's good news. We can finally be bees. That isn't our. This isn't our world. It's theirs. But we can be bees. Harley, you'll live for 30 years.
Shut up.
Harley, you can live as a pet.
9 years old.
Harley,
Soul
we need
says
to
that
be
in the middle
bees.
Leave
weeks of
me
January,
alone.
She said, "Release me."
But Harley, don't you want to be bees?
the Forsaken team was contacted regarding Stop by
I'm
Blue's
rapidly
history.
approaching your location.
Oh, are you getting here so fast because you're flying because you're a bee?
And Stop by Blue had been removed from development, stating officially that they had banned him and removed all credit / mention of him from the game. However, this is a complete lie. Stop by Blue was fired, but remained within the Forsaken Discord server.
They got his ass. I can't lie.
Okay, Dennis, why would you actually keep him there?
Well, I'm making an exposed video on this nigga.
I'm just gonna refuse and die.
But we must be bees. If you want to live for 30 years, we must be bees, and we can live as pets, Harley. We must be, we must be bees.
All right, chat, we're live again.
We must be bees.
All right, chat, we're live again. Why do I hear my stream?
We must be bees.
All right, chat, we're live.
We must be
Why
bees,
do I hear my
Harley.
stream? Who is that? Me playing that?
We must be bees, Harley.
Oh yeah, it is. Okay, sorry.
I want someone to just grab
Harley.
me
Whoa,
and then drown me.
whoa.
But Harley, if you cannot drown because you cannot be bees if you drown.
Well, see, the thing about bees is they're actually really good at drowning.
Oh shit.
Like, I don't know what it is about
It's
water and
impossible that a bee
bees.
should be. There's no possible way a bee should be able to fly.
Literally.
Their bodies are. Their small little wings are too small to lift its fat little body off the ground. The bee, however, flies anyway because it doesn't care what other humans think is impossible.
But Harley,
And that's why we
why
gotta
you
be
gotta-
bees so we can do the
we
impossible.
must be bees. We must be bees.
Why am I juking out this one axe? I usually never do
Oh. Whoa.
Soul must be a bee if he wants to escape these.
True. True. Wait, if he was a bee, he wouldn't have been in this situation. He'd been too busy getting honey. We need to lock back in. The stream's live again. Let's lock back in, chat. We got a long way to
that. Oh
go.
man, we gotta continue our reaction.
Yeah. All
We
right.
have 40 minutes to go.
It's still showing on thing. Okay, all right, let's lock
Boys.
in.
Initial call out and firing, and every single one of his emotes were still included in the game with all of
I don't care about that, by the way. That's our disagreement. I think the emotes should still be in the game. I want to pick up the phone.
them having his credit labeled on it.
And I want the TikTok. Not a great guy, but he has great emotes.
Why are you sounding like Donald Trump?
Cause Donald Trump, not a great guy, but he's fun. He's fun. He has a fun voice to replicate.
As of March 17th of 2025,
Dude, what do you guys think Trump's opinion on these allegations are?
Soul-Driven Love would talk
Free
about
Soul
this
from
on March
prison.
18th,
Free Soul from
2025,
prison.
or reading the document containing this information, and would have this to say.
Because this is just wrong in every context. I have screenshots of firing this guy. There's this entire spiel like a month later. Dead salmon.
Yeah, but they have screenshots of him still being in the Discord, bro.
Wait a damn minute.
Well, go on.
Something ain't adding up.
Yeah, like, I'm not gonna lie to you, 9 times out of 10, whenever someone gets exposed for doing, like, some fucked up shit, and they get dropped, 9 times out of 10, it's so fucked. The person, like, the owner, literally knows about it already, and didn't care, but they want to look good publicly, so they quote-unquote fire the person, and then the person, like, a lot of the times, the person doesn't even get fired. Like, they'll be like, this person's fired, and they just keep working on the game under like a different name. I think that's what's going on with Phantom Forces, actually. I don't know if there's a video on that, but we could hop on that on a different day. But I think that's what they were getting exposed for quote unquote firing like pedophiles that are just still working on the game.
That's why people have left. That's why content creators have also left that game. Awesome.
Yeah.
Wanting to copyright strike the game because of us having his work in there. After this, I kind of just like removed this credit from the game entirely. Set it to be.
Oh, wait. Is that why they removed the emotes? Because the dude threatened copyright? I don't think he would win that, though, but I guess.
No, I don't think you would actually, since it's under the work of
Right.
Soul-Driven Drive. So
Right. Yeah, I don't think that's how that works. Like, I don't think I could, like,
that's why,
sue
most companies
Wendy's.
when bosses like steal people's work, they can't really like file for copyright because
I don't even know if that's a
Oh, I think
steal
I'm
work
lagging.
thing, though. I might be lagging a
most
bit
jobs,
too.
if someone like stole their project, you can't file for copyright because it's not like it's under the business.
They're under the business, yeah. I don't even know if that's stealing though, because you made that emote for Forsaken
You made
for the game while
you
working
didn't-
for the
yeah.
game. I don't
If
know. Maybe
you're
it's
like, no, your work can still stay in the game. It's not
right.
yours anymore. It's the game.
Right. It's the games. Yeah, I don't. That doesn't make any sense to me
that's
at all.
usually how that works. This is why I don't really like it when cartoons get fucked by the studios
Yeah.
because
I don't know. I'm just gonna say this. I think he just removed it. Soul was kind of stupid for moving it because they had no ground to stand on fucking for copyright. I think that was just him trying to spit out some bullshit.
As I'm saying, bro, bring him back.
Yes,
What?
because I didn't want anyone to see
Bring the emotes back.
him.
Oh, I thought you
in-game.
said bring him back. I was
No,
like, wait, what?
fuck him. I just want the emotes back.
This is kind of like what initially spooked me. I didn't really want the game to be put into any kind of like awful situation, so I just.
Oh my god! Wait, I just realized. Didn't this guy break up with his girlfriend over internet drama?
Oh yeah, and
Yeah,
I'm
now
starting to
they're
think.
going-
Yeah, I'm starting to think there's more to that story.
Oh my god, you're onto something, chat. Hold on, someone find her girl. Someone find Soul's girlfriend.
Yeah, can we get an interview from Soul's ex-girlfriend, please?
I think there's more to this story.
I think there might be more to that story. He did what to a Turkish man? You're paying for what? Instead of buying me a new Birkin bag? That's what you're spending your money on?
I'll re-add the credit for now, and
okay, disabling
that's all.
killers
Oh, yeah,
so I can
here's him
actually
asking
like
to be
pay
unbanned from
attention.
the Discord server, which I didn't do. I never unbanned this guy. I don't want him to be around my community of kids.
However,
Like they
Sure.
literally have receipts of the nigga, bro. Bro, yo, what's the name of? I don't know how to pronounce that. Fawadi?
Fuadi, yeah, just say
Fawadi, bro. You know what you should have did, bro? while he's saying this shit, you should have just put the screenshot again on screen of the nigga still being in the Discord server. I don't want him anywhere near my community. And just like, just put.
To be fair, this is supposed to be more like more formal than fucking memey.
No, that's a fact. I get that, but like that is informal. You're showing the contradiction, you know. Still a good video.
This guy. I don't want him to be around my community of kids.
Like, imagine it just has a screenshot of like this dickhead still in the thing.
However, Stop by Blue literally
like
does not only steal
fading
the game
in.
with full name and credit, but also in the Discord.
Oh, that's true. Dude, this guy's he's thorough. He's thorough. Okay, so Soul claimed that he removed the I don't, was it proof that guy's a pedophile in this video? I don't think it was.
I think there is proof. It's just later on. Yeah,
Gotcha. But yeah, there was what's it called? He said he removed that nigga's like credit from the game, right?
Yeah.
Which wasn't true. There's proof of that. I remember that. I don't ever remember seeing that emote not have like the creator of it. So he proved that was a lie. And then he brought up the same screenshots again that, yeah, the guy's literally still in the Discord server. He's cooking.
God, I feel so much stupider now for believing Soul's bullshit all those months ago now.
I mean, it's not your fault. You weren't whoa. What the fuck happened? You weren't presented with all the evidence.
I hope you know Harley's actually pissed from this. I can tell.
You weren't presented with all the evidence, so...
I just didn't want another project ruined because someone got falsely accused of something. But nope, this is all legitimate, and like now that it makes me even more pissed because I fell for it.
It's not your fault though. I mean, at the end of the day, what's the word I'm looking for? The pressure is on the accusers. That's just how it should be. You shouldn't be able to claim things because people do that all the time. People like accuse someone of doing something without proof, so like
actually,
you can't believe that.
In the court, actually.
Yeah, it's innocent until proven guilty. So until you prove that he is, which this video is, and
actually, if you think about it, we're all just in one long court session in our lives.
That's just life.
Right?
Life is just one long court session until you fuck up.
Your phone's away from me.
Yeah, I'm getting what? Sorry, I'm gonna play the video.
But also in the Discord around 1 week before the document dropped. In this screenshot, we can see Stop by Blue was still within the Forsaken Discord. This screenshot was taken on March 5th, 2025 at 3 p.m. The date cannot be refuted because 1, the metadata of the image is from March 5th, and 2, is literally playing Monster Hunter Wilds, which was released on February 28th, 2020.
Dude!
An aged player rapist pedophile.
Dude, we need another allegation. We need this Fawadi guy is fucking Soul right now. Oh my god.
Within the Forsaken community, which is full of minors.
He's fucking him, dude. Like he's getting owned. Soul is getting owned right now. Like he's like.
Maybe you should have rephrased that, dude.
Someone would like it, to be fair, bro. I think someone started liking it, bro.
No, like literally though, he's like, well, you literally can't refute it because the metadata. Also, bitch ass nigga, he was playing this game that came out at this time, so it's like you're just cooked, bro.
For 2 whole months, just because he made 4 emotes that do not impact the game in the slightest. Soul should have just removed Stop by Blue's contributions once he was fired, so they would have no fear of being DMCA'd, as it isn't hard.
That's my disagreement. Oh, I guess the DMCA. I want my emotes, bro.
He just wants to become
Alright,
bro.
moving forward, bro. Here's what needs to happen. Forsaken is, I think it's big enough to where it could probably be considered like an actual company. This game has like 100,000 people playing at any given time. So I think everyone on the team right now needs to get background checked. That's number 1. Number 2, moving forward, anyone that joins the team needs to be background checked. And finally, they need to sign something
that stops
that like a legal thing that says like your contributions to this game is just that. This is not your own work. It's just for the game. Because I will be damned if I have to keep losing skins and emotes.
Left, like, at one point, right? Someone left, like co-owner of the. Oh shit! Does this mean? Wait, is the co-owner that was co-owners of Soul? Does that mean Azure is getting removed again?
I don't know who that is. I mean,
Wait, who's the co-owner right now? Wait, is there a country? Oh shit.
today was
I
the
think
first day I
Check
even
the Discord, check
learned
the
the
Discord,
name of the person that owns this game. It's
I'm trying to
hilarious
save
that
all
I'm
of
covering
them.
this on
check
stream
the
right now,
Discord.
and I didn't know shit about this game or the community.
I think if Isaac gets removed, bro, I think Harley's gonna be devastated. Like actually, deadass.
Why?
She's in love with. No, she's in love with the two-time ex-Azure shit, bro. Like it's actually concerning.
Dude, I'm in love with the Fawadi X
Shape
Soul
of-
ship.
So the what?
The Fawadi X
It's an
Soul
NTR
ship.
song.
Like I don't. There's no like. I'm gonna check Twitter later to see if they like the person who made that post.
Like
Oh, whatever.
they announced who's like the new owner in like Discord, the Discord server.
That's weird. All right, let's just. I will figure out this if Azure got removed later. I'll tell Harley later if Azure got removed, and if she did, she's cooked. She's just gonna be cooked.
I don't want Azure to be removed.
I'm gonna call the next day. I'm gonna call Harley like the next day, and she's gonna be like, she's gonna sound like she's been crying for like the past 3 hours.
Well, I just
That's
realized
the thing that's going to make me fucking kill myself.
your
No, I'm
13th
joking, joking.
reason. I just realized you're literally 2-time.
Yeah.
That's fucking massive.
And you know what else is massive? She's not denying it.
Hard to remove emotes since they aren't vital to gameplay. He should have been background checked and not allowed within the server in the first place. And he should have never been allowed back into the server at all. It shouldn't have to be swept under the rug like this months later.
Agreed.
As a matter of fact, if you take note of both of Parlo's videos,
Oh,
you'll
shit.
notice that there is never any mention of Stop by Blue at all. Which is extremely strange considering that it's an incredibly big deal for a pedophile to be residing.
Hey, for whatever it's worth, I don't think Parlo's like
didn't.
a pet. No, he definitely didn't know. My criticism of him isn't he's like defending these guys. I don't think he's a bad guy. I don't. I think he's just a nigga trying to get his bag, and I respect that. But I still gotta criticize the fact that you are choosing to make videos on serious topics. So you are opening up yourself for that criticism. All right, that's just how that is because you're spreading misinformation. You could make videos on more lighthearted shit that doesn't need, you know what I mean, any type of thorough looking into. But you're choosing to make videos on allegations of pedophilia and grooming and all this shit. And you can't even be fucked to look at the evidence that's out there. Oh yeah. I just think he just went what the narrative was, hopped on his fucking computer, recorded for probably like 20 minutes, throw that bad boy in Premiere, and add gameplay or whatever for like an hour, and then render and upload. I get it. It's a good hustle, but that's a completely fair criticism because you are spreading misinformation and like helping bad people by doing that.
Within a Roblox community. Not even Soul's response regarding the situation is within Parlo's video, which you think a comment
Like this is what I'm saying. Like this is based. Fawadi's
YouTuber
based.
would add at the very least.
Right?
But no, there is no mention of the event in the stream that Soul
'Cause the nigga didn't know about it.
Is now unavailable to the public. Parlo choosing to omit this will
Once again, I don't think he chose to admit it. I think he's just lazy. I think he didn't know it even existed. I don't think he does research
be
at all. I think he just like probably watches someone else's video or like scroll through Twitter, get the general consent. Hold on, this might be a thumbnail. Holy shit, oh my. Wait, fuck, I forgot my hotkey. Holy shit, chat. Fucking massive. And you guys know what else is massive?
You know what else is massive?
yourself.
Low taper fade. You know what else is massive?
Think about it.
Yourselves.
Think about it. If all these guys just had low taper fades, they wouldn't need to groom children because they'll be able to get girls their own age.
Oh my god. Bro.
Think about it. Think about it.
I hope you know, you make Harley despise you.
Oh no, she despised me. Please be my name.
note for later. There
She
is
doesn't
no
know you're
accountability
despised, by
here,
the
and this is
way.
an extremely important topic that I rarely ever see brought up. An even more important topic is the fact that Soul has sent CSCM himself, and continues
Wait,
to
what?
lies about it, and has blamed multiple different people for
Oh yeah, he has, right.
Holy
That's what
shit.
it- Yeah, he has done revenge porn.
Oh yeah.
Oh, the minor. That was one of the points.
Soldier Love
Oh,
claimed he never
no.
possessed CCM of any kind,
So he's been
claiming
doing
that a lot of
revenge porn, I
messages were
see.
edgy jokes to get attention.
Look,
Yet there are
little
multiple
thing about
victims.
that. Child porn is just straight up illegal. No matter what kind of porn it is, it's still straight
Yeah,
up illegal.
no, yeah, it is. But look, my morality isn't based on what's legal or not. But yeah, you're
Oh, Harley,
100%
wanna see
right.
Something that's gonna piss you off.
What?
Eileen, do I send the screenshots from our DMs about
Huh?
the anime?
What?
The anime.
What
No,
anime? What
no,
anime?
don't do that. Stop talking. Stop
What
talking.
anime? What anime? No. Kraken got me curious now.
I'll show you.
Why do I get that? What don't I get to show?
Good news. We can finally be bees. This
No,
isn't
that's
your
not it.
world,
That's not it,
but
Harley.
We can be bees. This is good news. You can
Yeah.
be a bee. You'll live like a bee. A pet. A pet? A pet. Mark, this is good news. You'll live for 30 years.
I can post in the group chat. Harley will be traumatized if I do, most likely, though.
Dude.
I
Among
don't
Us, bro.
care about fucking bees, man.
No, it's
What?
not that. Oh, wait, what the fuck? Wait, you don't care about bees?
This is unbelievable.
Both of y'all are big bees.
Can someone play a cricket sound effect real quick?
I got you. Hold on.
Thank you.
Should be one on here somewhere, right? Barely.
You know what? I'm putting this up to fate, Eiley. I'm putting this up to fate. Heads or tails?
Dude.
Okay, chance much?
Oh shit.
Eiley, heads or tails? This will
Heads,
decide if she
heads,
sees it or not.
heads.
Okay. If it lands, I won't show. On heads, I won't show it. Oh fuck!
Bang, bang. You know, they say heads or tails is 50-50, but I just don't believe it.
Alright, anyways, play the video, piss, stupid.
You're the one
Had experience being
derailing.
sent to CCM by him, and there is
I
now
don't.
image proof of Soul doing this. Soldier Love has stated that the police raided his house, scanned his hard drive, and did not find any illegal material. It's terrible that people swatted him, but there being nothing found by no means that he is innocent. I got into contact with two individuals who wished to remain anonymous who were sent CCM by Soul, and they provided their experiences in an interview with proof. To prevent any confusion, they will be referred to as the interviewees, as 1 and 2, and the person who Soul posted real CSCM of will be referred to as the victim. For the first instance,
hold on.
interviewee said,
Hold on.
You've been hold on. Harley, look at the funny gif I'm about to send you.
Okay.
Also, My Little Pony.
My Little Pony.
You should art that. You should put art in it. You should draw Eiley as a pony too. W. Look at this funny Forsaken gif.
Yeah, I saw it was adorable.
You should cook. What are you gonna do for 1,000 subs?
Who, me?
Fucking Forsaken cast is like what?
Oh, Harley. You talking about Harley.
I don't know, man.
Okay,
I
I'm
still
back.
I didn't think that far.
She hasn't got that far. Anyways, welcome back.
Thank you, thank you.
Alright, welcome Black.
Also, hi, Dominic.
Okay, dude.
said, on January 26th, 2021, Robo invited a guy called, and then he posted the dick pic of when he was about 16 at the time, and he also
I'm sorry, what the fuck?
They're
Okay.
redacting the names. They're redacting.
Yeah, I know. I'm sorry. I was having like a normal conversation with Hammy, and then I remembered that I'm covering weird Discord pedophile shit. Oh, she's gone already.
Huh. Well, when you see her.
Can you react to my last man stand? Convince me. Sell me.
Dude. We are currently
Cat videos,
investigating
like
the Forsaken
cats getting
drama.
exploded.
Good call.
Interviewee 2 said, because it wasn't just Robo posting it. If I remember correctly, he invited a lot of his
Robo,
other
by the way,
friends
if
to
you
or
want to
something
clarify, Robo is actually Soul-driven drive, by the way.
watch him do it and watch this happen. When Robo was invited to the server, they
This is so weird to me, dude. I get like posting weird shit for shock value. Where the fuck do these niggas keep getting child porn from? What the fuck? That is something you have to go out of your way to get. That is so weird.
Yeah, by the time you get to child porn, you could have thought about if you really want to do that or not. By the way.
Like, what the haha, guys, look, it's a kid's penis. Haha, haha. Isn't this so funny, guys?
Why do you have this? Like, why did you go through
Like,
the
why'd
hoops
you
to
get,
this?
yeah, why do you have this? We can
Why
be
did you go through
bees.
the
Why do you
time
have
and effort?
this?
Why did you go through to spend your time and effort into just getting one of these? You could have done anything in your life.
So weird,
That would be a
bro.
better time than this, bro. You have to jump through hoops.
You
to
could
get these
literally
back.
be a bee, but instead you want to do this.
Mark, we have to be bees.
You have to be bees, not send
Can we-
CP.
Harley,
Can
we
we
need
just
to
shut the
be
fuck
bees.
up about the bee thing?
Like, I'm
No,
sorry.
you must be bees.
He had
We gotta move on. We gotta move on.
also invited a few of his
Alright.
friends, and most importantly invited the victim in order for them to witness and post the victim's nudes and animal gore live. The interview
What the fuck?
Yep.
What the wait, so he invited the victim to like leak their nudes to people?
Yep.
What the
Is it
fuck?
bad that I'm genuinely getting uncomfortable with this information?
No, I don't blame you.
No,
I
no,
don't
this
fucking
is
blame
literally
you.
That kind of
That's
happens when this kind of shit
insane.
happens.
invited the victim in order for them
Also, you did not convince me, Dominic.
to witness and post the victim's nudes and animal gore live. The interviewees then explained that it was deleted after a few minutes since there was a single moderator online.
I guess
They
the only thing you can say is that this is just testimony, but it's not looking good.
weren't on Discord at that time. Interviewee 2 says, the only people who had mod was literally 3 people who just had mod. At that time, the only mod online was away, so it was up there for like a few minutes or so. It's not like Robo was in the server for a long time, so we just did it for fun right then and there. They then show screenshots of Soul asking one of the members for an
Oh, it's a deleted user. I'll just okay. Invited me
Victim one was like-
that's redacted. What do I do? I think this is the victim. Just tell him tomorrow, or I guess one of the interviewed people. Okay, do you know this nigga? Wait, maybe the Soul guy isn't so bad.
What the- No, you did not just say
I'm
that.
kidding. I'm
You did
kidding.
not say that.
I'm kidding.
You did not just say that, bro. You were gonna get absolutely fucked if you said that. We have to clarify here.
Yeah, I'm
Baby corporation,
kidding.
This is a joke.
I'm
Please, not
kidding. Okay, does this one work? There's fungus, oh god. Invalid, ETS unknown, no. I don't even know what
invite
that
for
is.
fungus after he had posted all of this.
Nothing. Point you should send me an invite. Points you need to tell me what you're gonna do. I don't really understand the context of these. I have no sinister plans. Fungus just wants to see the Discord. I can provide the screenshots. He just wants to see the server. What else is there to say?
Which the member would freak out considering what Robo had done. However, the interviewees also noted that they found out
I also don't think we got like an actual screenshot of him saying that he wanted to do that shit, but you know,
later on that fungus was
yeah.
already secretly within the server on an alt. So it's
Not
confusing
gonna matters. Even if this part isn't true, because these are just testimonies, everything else is bad enough. Because he proved everything else.
why Soul was even trying to do this after the fact. They have screenshots of them discussing the events and the fact that the victim's nudes were spreading because of Robo.
Okay, victims. Okay, there we go. Leaks victim's cock for when he was 15. What the fuck? He posts animal gore. I'll ban him. What the fuck? He starts raiding my server. Dude, what in the actual fuck? He's a psychopath. I mean, yeah.
Robo. A very common defense Soul has when it comes to accusations of CSM is that there isn't any proof of it and people were impersonating him. However, one of the interviewees managed
What is this impersonating shit? Like, that's
just one of his. That's one of his.
that's
defenses.
like the
People-
biggest lie I've ever heard, dude.
Also, there's I don't know how many haters you have to have if they're impersonating you just to do that.
Just to
that's
send
some
child
next
porn,
level.
like what?
That is some next level hating. I don't think is possible.
What,
Honestly,
bro? Let me guess, you got hacked?
You have to be like 1x, bro, for that level of hating. I'm not
Dude,
gonna
dude
lie.
got hacked, okay? He got hacked. It wasn't
Hey,
his
you
fault.
gotta be like the literal embodiment of creation of hatred to do something like that. I swear to God.
Like, yeah, people impersonate famous people, but it's like pretty obvious. Everyone knows what your main
Also,
is.
this is when he wasn't as famous, by the way. He wasn't as famous.
Okay, well then, yeah, he's literally lying then. Cause what? Losers, nobodies don't get fucking impersonated. That's
Others
literally
are
that
only-
only happens to famous people.
Pretty sure this was like, yeah, some of this was like before Forsaken was a thing, like even a release.
Oh yeah, okay, this nigga's lying. What the
Yeah.
what the that is such a stupid defense. That was someone impersonating
He did
me.
make other games, so because he did go under.
I
Roblox
guess,
and-
but like it's also extremely easy to
He-
prove
he was
who's
the
the
guy who
real
made, like,
one.
that one Friday Night Funkin' fan game, right?
Yeah, yeah.
It's super easy to prove who's the real one because, unless I'm mistaken, when you connect like accounts on Discord, for example, you have to log in to do that, right?
Yeah.
So it's pretty easy to know who's the real one. You just click on the dude, and if he has like, you know, the guy's YouTube or whatever, it's like, oh yeah, this is the real guy. This dude should have just been a B. I'm sorry.
To get hold of proof of Soul sending a photo of the victim's nudes. This is terrible considering the age of everyone in that server. Interviewee 1 said, some of us were freaking out because of the gore, dude. Like a
Right.
majority of us were 13 through 16.
Oh
yeah, we were
god.
pretty young. Yeah, we were kids. We have a couple conversations of us talking about him posting the CP at the time. Even though Soul was 13 when he posted this, it does not excuse anything.
I agree.
Because he
I
posted
agree.
CSCM of a victim in front of their face in the presence
Yeah,
of multiple people who
yeah.
were also Soul's age. They then
Yeah, even ignoring like, even if it's like because he was a kid himself, alright, fair enough. But like that's like you're leaking someone's nudes though. You're leaking someone's nude.
Stupid and being actually malicious. So
That's like that's
Yeah,
fucked,
that's,
bro.
like,
And then you're
That is
posting
so creepy.
animal gore. What the fuck?
Where do you get that from?
Dude, you know what's crazy? How old was he when he was 13? Dude, when I was 13, I was still playing with toys. That's fucking insane. When I was 13.
He was sending nudes of people.
Yeah, like what?
When I was 13, I was drawing Sanzayus.
Fuck,
Like
I find this
tiny
wait,
normal.
this is amazing. This is hilarious, bro. When I was 13, I was playing Team Fortress 2. When I was 13, I was playing with my toys. When I was 13, I was sending people's nudes and gore of kittens dying.
Like, let me show you the shit I was getting up to when I was 13 years old, chat. Let's see what I
You know
was
what?
getting
I
up
need
to when I
lighten
was
the
13
mood
years
a bit.
old.
I need to lighten the mood a bit. So because of that, I'm gonna draw you. Like, I'm gonna send you a picture of boyfriend I drew earlier.
W. This is what I was doing when I was. When was this released? Okay, I'm a little bit older than 13 here, but I don't have any videos of me being 13
same
public.
fucking difference.
So yeah, this is what I was doing when I was around that age.
Yeah, that was a joke. Oh my god.
Playing Minecraft, fucking Kind Master. This nigga's over here leaking people's nudes and sending gore videos. Like, wow, that's crazy.
Man, I love my child. My childhood was full
Explain how
of
Soul had
toys,
gotten access to
fun.
this in the first
I send nudes, and
I leak people's nudes and post gore. Oh, it's pretty crazy, man.
that's a very interesting. That's a very interesting hobby. Could you please never talk to me again?
This is the photo chat, in case you were curious. It's a pretty fire photo. It's
It
locked
truly
in.
is.
place. The way he got the CP in the first place is because he catfished. The guy he invited was the guy whose picture.
What? That's
He
fucked.
also catfish. So
It was
at
leaked by
13, he was
Robo.
also catfishing people.
He might be gay, allegedly.
Might be gay.
I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna lie. That's.
I don't want to listen to this anymore.
I'm not gonna lie. That's kind of. Why are you catfishing boys? That's kind of weird. Funny for like a day. If you got this guy's dick, I think this was like an ongoing
I think
thing.
that's when you stop doing it.
It's like that's kind of weird. You're like flirting with a guy for like
Extended amount of time
multiple.
to see
Yeah,
dick pics.
yeah.
Dang.
I don't see the joke there. That just
This
seems
is
kind of.
so.
It was CP of him. Robo catfished him in 2019 and got that picture. Interviewee2 added on, I have his user ID, so check it if you've ever had experiences with Robo in 2021, January, somewhere around there. Check this user ID, see if it lines up, and come to your own conclusion. Soul cannot blame anyone else for his actions, as he was the one to spread the victim's nude photos in front of the victim themselves in the first place, even admitting to catfishing them and being the one to obtain.
For a second. We are only 13 minutes into a 45-minute video.
Hey, I'm gonna do a magic trick chat.
No, I'm not even like mad about that. I'm just saying the amount of evidence against this person in the first 12 minutes in a 45-minute video is jarring.
Yeah, this is a good video.
I know. You're saying there's like more, like the 30 more minutes of this. I don't.
You can, Harley, if you want, you can leave and like come back after we're done.
But that's gonna take a long time.
Don't worry, it's only 30 more minutes.
In the nude photos. Regardless of the victim sending the nude photos first, Soul had catfished them in 2019, making the victim 16 at the time, and saved the proof for multiple years, making this revenge porn of a minor. Soul had also known that CSM was wrong around 2020. He says he witnessed CP being posted in a Roblox subcommunity and nothing had been done about it. However, some people who were involved within the community wrote a document about how this was fabricated. And
Also, just so we're clear, while I do think Soul's a piece of shit, I don't think he's probably not a pedophile, because while all this shit happened, he was a kid himself. Still horrible though, obviously, because you catfish some nigga. True. I'm just saying off of what I've seen. I just want to make my positions clear. Off of what I've seen, I don't know if he's a pedophile, but he's a piece of shit. You catfish some dude, got his cock, and then fucking like showed it off in front of other people. Like, what the fuck is wrong with you, dude? Like, this is insane. Like,
again,
they couldn't find.
When we were 13, we were playing with toys.
Fucking playing Minecraft and Roblox, dude.
Fucking wild, bro.
And anything about this happening. But a year later, he would go on to post revenge CSM of this victim. Regardless of who the victim is today, Soul did this in 2021 and posted it in front of multiple minors out of the blue. This recontextualized.
Wait.
Yeah, Soul is not that old. I'm pretty sure it's like 7. He just turned 17. I'm pretty sure.
Oh, okay.
Later, he would go on to post revenge CSM of this victim. Regardless of who the victim is today, Soul did this in 2021 and posted it in front of multiple minors out of the blue. This recontextualizes all of the messages Soul sent in 2021 talking about CSM, because these were likely referring to this specific victim, meaning they weren't just edgy jokes. There is no excusing this. They also show proof of Soul blackmailing the victim by threatening to spread their nudes.
Bro. This nigga sucks, bro.
What?
This nigga sucks, bro. Like, actually, bro. Like, I want to say so much more that will get me in trouble. This guy sucks. That's all I have to say, bro. Oh my gosh, bro.
What the fuck? Now I'm getting pissed because when I watched Parlo's video, I was like, oh shit. Okay, look, Soul's innocent. Soul's a good person. I mean, real stupid
whatever
now.
it's worth, was all this shit out there yet? I was shitting on Parlo pretty hard, but was this shit even out there yet? Or
I don't think we even talked about this, by the way.
Well,
in Parlo's video.
Yeah, obviously not. Like I said, Parlo, I don't think he's a bad guy. He doesn't care. And if you want to make that type of content, you have to care. And it's fine if you don't. There's nothing wrong with that, bro.
I don't think we've heard about this until now. Because to be fair, some of the documents people made on Soul.
That's another thing.
Those were shit.
Yeah, that's another thing. In Parlo's defense, I still stand by everything I said, but in his defense, I don't know if all this was out there. But some of the shit was out there, because Fawadi pointed out that like some of the shit was out there and he didn't.
And he was 13, by the way. He was 13 when he did this in 2021.
Got you. Yeah, still fucked up though. At 13, like I remember being 13, I knew this was not okay.
I think 13-year-old Eiley was having fun, not sending people a nude.
I was not.
Them for
like I wouldn't know it's illegal or whatever because it's technically CP because like I'm a kid or whatever. But I know that it's definitely weird as fuck to catfish another kid to get his cock and then like show it to other people. That's fucking weird as
There's
shit.
a difference between catfishing and straight up like malicious.
And then to blackmail the nigga with it too, like. What does the screenshot even say? I want to get recruits on my latest scheme. Nobody cares unless they suck your dick already. Most of them probably will. Find 9-year-olds yourself, CP lover. Want me to get
I
your
mean-
dick pic? Oh, like, okay,
Bro, look at
bro.
that stupid smiley face he does, bro. Fucking hell, weirdo.
That's fucking wild, bro. Like, obviously, it's not. This is so inexcusable. But, like, sure, he was 13. It's not like it was now. But, like, that's still fucking weird, bro.
No, that's beyond strange.
Not
It's
to
even weird,
mention,
it's just downright actually.
it's actually,
disgusting,
yeah,
dude.
outright diabolical. But not only that, bro, it's like, it's not even like he's apologizing for this shit now and like regrets it. And he's like, yeah, well, you know, I
No,
was
he doesn't
13 at the
apologize.
time.
He
Yeah.
covered
Just,
it up. He said people.
yeah,
like,
he just outright lied about it, saying that this was an impersonation account.
So that wow. So he
Uh,
has no remorse. He thinks what he does is good. I think that's what he's going through his head.
100%. And if he does apologize, it's one of those, I'm sorry I got caught, not sorry that I did it.
Yeah, no,
100%.
It's too late. It's too late for it to be a proper apology.
Dude, this
He
shit
had that chance
is,
back in March. He had that chance back in March.
this shit's insane, bro.
Alright, continue.
Ability for this and has actually blamed multiple people for multiple years. And this isn't even an isolated incident. The interviewees had
Bro,
also
there's
witnessed Soul posting
all
CSCM on
over
his
the
Robo's local Pizza Hut server, where he posted a video that was supposedly him in November of 2021.
Dude, this guy loves
He
child
conveniently
porn.
said, in Robo's local Pizza Hut server, he pinged
Yes,
everyone
he
with
was a
link
child himself, but still, bro.
video of him hiring
Like, when it's this much, it's like, bro.
a prostitute. Yeah, supposedly him. He would have been around 14 at the time, and he was acting like it was him. It's unsettling to see him posting this sort of video and claiming it was him, because this makes it CSCM by assumption it was him. He was also sending this video to multiple people his age or younger, as he pinged everyone in the server and exposed them to it. Soul has blamed 2 different people for impersonating him, most recently Fungus, but he has also blamed another person. In 2023, Soul posted
Wait,
a
I
tweet
find
in
it
which he
ironic.
claimed
I
it
find
was
this
another
really,
person
really
sending
ironic.
CSCM
Pause
under his
for a second.
identity
Okay.
by the
Cooked.
Fungus. He's saying Fungus. The person he, by the way, supports a lot behind the scenes.
He's literally
He's saying he's
financially
now the one
supporting him,
being
basically.
impersonated, yeah. He's the one who's impersonating him. How fucking ironic isn't that?
Yeah.
That's how you know it's
Yeah,
also
it's
bullshit
something.
because he knows damn well he isn't. It's just him, and he's just like trying to hide the blame.
the name QX0W. However, someone had DM'd QXL at this time, and he says Soul was lying about this. It is important to note that in Soul's own tweet, he did not deny that it was CSCM. He only denied that he was the one who posted it. Another important thing to note is that QXL
Oh,
and
that's
Soul
crazy.
are still friends to this day. How do we know that Soul is still friends with QXL? On April 16th, 2025, QXO asked Soul for help to defend his name against an individual. Soul notably feels bad for bringing QXO into the drama because he mentioned him in his own docs. This is clear behavior showing that they are still friends. According to QXO, the individual alleges that QXO distributed CSCM and forced Fungus to stab someone, and that the individual wants to cut anyone who chooses to associate with him out of his circle. This individual has a completely valid reason to not want to have mutuals with QXO, and just wants to distance themselves from him. Despite this, Soul wants to jump to defend QXL's name even though he is not directly involved with the individual and QXL's past. This goes to show that not only do they know each other, they are good enough friends to this day that Soul is more than willing enough to defend his name, despite QXL having supposedly sent CSM under Soul's name, along with trying to dox and swat him. Soul also sent all of these screenshots himself, as seen by the ping by QXL. So it is important to ask yourself, why is Soul associating with and are friends with 2 different people who have impersonated him and sent CSM under his name, being Fungus and QXL? He often says that he's still friends with some of his old friends in the name of change, but again, this does not apply to CSM, as posting it is inexcusable. To add on, the validity of whether these claims are true or false are completely irrelevant because of the following possible scenarios. For the first scenario, Soul is flat out lying and he was the one who distributed CSCM, and it was not QXL who distributed this material. Here, in order to cover his tracks, he accused his friend to save face. This scenario would show how Soul is willing to throw his friends under the bus in order to save his own reputation,
Damn,
even for something
that's
as serious
crazy.
as CSCM. For the second scenario,
I kind of locked out. Dude, when did Forsaken get this hard?
He's throwing his friends under the bus.
it was
like
QXL
thanks,
pretending
that's
to be
interesting.
Soul to post CSCM as an attempt to frame him. This scenario is ridiculous for the same reason as Fungus. If his friend actually did distribute illicit material under his name, Soul would not be quick to defend his name and wouldn't be friends with them in the first place. This calls him to doubt whether or not Soul was impersonated in the first place, as he still associates with the people who did it. Regardless of what happened with QXL or Fungus, there still lies the proof of Soul himself sending CSCM. Sol fully knew what he was doing because he first admits to catfishing the victim and getting their nude photos.
So fucking weird, bro.
As a result,
Yeah,
he then
very
saved it for
weird.
2 years straight, passing the period where he knew CSCM was wrong in 2020. Sol then posted this in a server in front of the victim and people his age. Sol lying about sending CSM himself for multiple years while still associating with multiple people he claims sent CSM under his name does not show change and speaks for itself. Remember that Sol is sending money to Fungus despite what he's done. An idea that Parlo brings up in his video, in order to show Sol's innocence and call claims of CP into doubt, is that the victims who were sent CP by Sol would have called the police. However, this is completely hindsight, since the victims did not know who Sol was or have any identifying information about him.
That
Also, like the whole
Wow.
police thing. Whole police thing also is like, nigga, they're all like
Oh, we-
13. This all
We can believe
happened
it. And-
with.
yeah.
It's not even that. It's just like as a 13-year-old, you don't even know what's happening. You don't
It's more
know.
it's just scary. It's to them,
Yeah,
it's
you
just
don't
horrifying.
understand. You don't have any like grasp of what is happening is even wrong. It's like it's just like retrospectively, it's like, oh yeah, that was pretty fucked up that happened. But yeah, as a 13-year-old, you don't really have a proper grasp of things, which could be like a somewhat of a defense for Soul, but this is too much, bruh. Like I don't know, like if he sent like I don't know CP to like one of his friends or something, and that was it. Yeah, I could, you could defend that because he's a 13-year-old. But nigga, you're diabolical. Even as a 13-year-old, this is unacceptable, bro. You're posting gore, a bunch of child porn.
Actually, hold on. My question is, where are their parents during this?
Well, let's be honest. Parents don't monitor what their kids do online. That's just how that works. It was the same for me as well, but the difference is, yeah, I looked at porn. I don't think any of it was child porn though. Not that it really would matter because I was a kid. But I definitely was not like catfishing people, getting their cock and then like showing it off. Like, ah, guys, look, I flirted with this guy and got a picture of his penis while pretending to be a girl. Ha 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 ha.
That's a really weird joke, bro.
Isn't that so funny, guys, that I flirted and sexted this guy to get his penis while pretending to be a girl?
No,
Am I
dude.
gay? No, dude, I was trolling him. He totally thought I was a girl and sent his penis to
Dude,
me,
you
guys.
flirted with a boy.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't think Soul's beating the gay allegation shut.
As this all took place over
That's the
Discord,
most important
it's
part, right?
notoriously
Yeah.
difficult to properly report people over Discord. This also comes off as really disingenuous and trying to invalidate people who have experienced this. According to
And then now as someone who's older and wiser, instead of just like admitting what he did was wrong, he lied. He's like, no, that wasn't me. That was an impersonation
The thing is,
account.
I think through his brain, if he admits, he's gonna lose the power he has of the Forsaken community.
Yeah,
Honestly,
probably,
I would be
but
surprised if he did something to the Forsaken people. Like, think about it.
it just proves that this wasn't like a thing that like a stupid ass kid just did and regretted. Because kids do, like when you are a kid, you do shit you regret. Not this fucking bad, obviously, but you do shit you don't stand by, right? Like you might bully someone or something and you don't stand by that when you get older. But like you wouldn't lie about it. You'd be like, yeah, I did that, I shouldn't have, but I was a stupid ass little kid. But now it's like a 17-year-old or whatever the fuck. He's like, nah, it wasn't me, bro. That was my cousin on my account.
I hope honestly, he needs to be locked up. I think part of me wants to just say he needs to be locked up.
I don't know if he could get arrested for that. I have no idea.
No, I think statute of limitations is also at play here. But honestly, some of the things he's done is like downright diabolical.
This is
And,
mainly also the
yeah.
fact that he was a kid. He might get away with
The
that.
thing is, like, he denies it. He denied it existing.
Oh, I'm saying fuck him. I don't know, like legally. That's why I said like my morality isn't based on what's legal. It's just what I think's fucked up or not.
It's still fucked. I'm saying it's always
Yeah,
fucked. And it's
100%.
even more fucked that he tried to hide this and pretend it was nothing, and he was like hiding behind fake lies. So he did all this stuff and went into everyone's faces and lied. He went to everyone who trusted him and fucking lied is even worse in my opinion.
It's pretty telling. It lets you know.
The true colors.
Yeah, 100%.
National Sexual Violence Resource Center, only 12% of child sexual abuse is reported to the authorities. So the fact that something isn't reported shouldn't be used as evidence.
I agree with that.
But with the
Yeah.
proof they have provided and the people that Soul surrounds himself with,
Like I
it's
say that
entirely
shit too, but not in situations like this. It'd be like usually like adults getting assaulted and like they make like a Twitter post about it or whatever and it has like barely
Yeah,
any evidence. Yeah, that would be something I would say like why don't you just go to the police? Especially because
No, hey,
you're a
look.
fucking adult and then also like
9. Here. This is how we're gonna do it. We go 911 enter. Boom. Tell the police that you got sexually assaulted since you're an adult and you know how to say it. And boom, you
and
can get
like
your justice.
even when I say it, it's not a defense. Like if you have
No.
legitimate proof of this guy assaulting you, I'm not gonna be like just well actually no, I probably would advise it, but not like on a dickhead shit. That's mainly just like
No.
a genuine like question, like why wouldn't you do that? But my main critique would be like if you don't have evidence or anything like that, not that you didn't go to the police, so that means it didn't happen.
Yeah.
entirely possible that people who were saying Soul sent CSAM to them were telling the truth, and there may be more victims that are now long gone, but we won't know for sure instance. And with the truth about Soul having sent CSAM, we should move on to Soul's previous victims who he has manipulated, guilt-tripped, sexually harassed, and silenced.
Whoa.
Yikes. And knowing
Before we
how
take off
seeing
in this
how well they
section,
have
I'd
showed
like to point
evidence
out that
now, yikes even more.
Yeah. Oh.
I trust this man's word right now. Oh,
He's
Lord.
cooking. He's cooking. This is a good video. I wanna fucking play it. Okay.
There was nobody forcing Soul to perform any of these actions against other people. His actions are all made
Ooh, I like his music
explicitly
choice,
of his
too.
own volition, as he states in all of his documents that many of his actions were made both out of malice and hatred. There are also a multitude
Malice and
of people that
hatred.
are currently
Uh-oh.
on the
Oh
Forsaken team
shit.
that are complicit with this behavior and directly had a hand in the silencing of the victims that tried to speak up, so keep note of this. Soul has a tendency to try and minimize a lot of his actions by saying that he has changed as a person and that a lot of drama was multiple
Yeah,
years
no, I
ago.
don't. Now, pause that real
However-
quick. I hope you know I do not believe that defense anymore. I do not believe it.
I don't think anyone does, bro. Because yes, it is possible to change in that amount of time. Because I do agree that like 13 is a really young age. So I do believe that someone is capable of changing, you know, in what 4 years or whatever. But
If you're denying it now, you're
right,
ever.
right. If you're outright lying about it, I don't think you changed. I don't think you think what you did was wrong, and I think
You're not part.
you're
You're not part of the B club anymore.
yeah.
You're now. You.
To just lie about it and downplay it and shit tells me you don't actually care, and the only reason you care is because it might affect your bag. Like if
It's
you
kinda
weren't
fucking-
getting exposed for
It's-
this shit, you
there's-
wouldn't.
You can get your bag to a certain point, and if it's starting to do this, then no, it's not worth it, bro.
No, I'm saying that's the only reason he's even addressing it. Like he doesn't care. It's just like, oh, this might actually hurt my bag, so I should say something and lie. Like someone that actually changed and regrets what they did when lie, they would be like, yeah, I did that. It was horrible. I shouldn't have did it. There you go. This is fucking insane, bro.
It's beyond insane.
There are multiple
Dude, if I have kids, bro,
You're not
dude,
teaching them. You're not growing. You're not.
they
letting them grow
are
into this.
fucking. I'm monitoring everything that they do until they're like 15, and I'm teaching them everything about internet safety, and not like in a cringy way, like in an actual logical way. Like, no, everyone's not trying to rape you, but like, if someone's asking for like personal information, don't give it to them. They don't need to know that. No good friend would care or pressure you into knowing that. Dude, they're gonna be so educated, and I'm monitoring everything they do. And not only that, I'm not gonna punish them just for being like normal kids. Like if I go through my kid's phone and I see they're saying fuck and they're like 13, I'm not gonna get mad at him for that. I just want to make sure he's not getting groomed. I'm not gonna get mad at him for that. I'm just making sure he's not getting groomed. Because if I get mad at him for that, he's not gonna be comfortable coming to me with shit because he doesn't want to get in trouble for saying fuck in DMs.
Yeah, it's yeah. I that's why I don't want to deal with number one. Kids are not my thing. I really hate dealing with. I don't like babysitting at all. I babysit my little brother. I love him. He's my little brother. But God, I cannot stand doing anything that is raising children. But if I do, I am basically doing the same thing. I just want them to know. I just want this. This should be the simple parent fact. I don't know why parents do fear as a fucking learning method in life, but why don't they just do, hey, oh no, this happened. I better go tell dad so he can help me fix this.
Right.
Why are they be like, oh no, if I tell dad, I am so fucked.
I mean, it's not their fault. They're trying their best. It's just we know better because we lived through it, seen that's not the way, so now we can do better. Because the best thing as a parent is for your kid to be fully comfortable talking to you about things, which I never was. Like, I never got groomed or anything like that, but... Oh, actually, wait, shit. Technically, I did. Wait. Never mind.
Oh, no, you want to tell us something?
I don't want to get into too much detail because it's probably not appropriate, but the first girl I've been with was significantly older than me. I was like, I think 11 or 12, and she was like 14 or something. So like technically speaking, or like maybe 15, I don't remember. Technically speaking, yeah, I probably got like groomed or whatever, but you know, it was a W for me. Anyways, chat. Your kids should be comfortable talking to you. That's what I wanted to say. And I know I definitely wasn't. Because, like, if someone was, like, sending me gore or whatever, I wouldn't tell my mom about that. Because she would get mad at me and, like, yell at me instead of, like, you know, checking in, making sure I'm okay, and tell me to block that person and whatever.
So instead of like, oh my god, you being on the internet. Rah.
Yeah, just, like, ban me from playing Roblox now.
Or have endured his harassment for multiple years. And to him, change is merely a buzzword that he can use in a pinch to get out of trouble and avoid any punishment.
True.
15th,
he's like Logan Paul.
He would make a document responding to very recent controversies that held 23 pages worth of his history and background. However, he changes a lot of the wording talking about himself while also keeping a lot of misinformation. Note the aforementioned CSS-CSCM incident.
Dude, who's misinformation? Is she hot?
It must be, bro, if he's so obsessed with it.
To the public, Sol would suddenly hide the presence of one of the main victims, KB, as he would swap her name with Chica and the newly made one, at the same time people were actively reading it. Considering that a majority of the Forsaken fanbase is young, it's only natural for them to wish that most of these claims were false evidence. Anticipating such a scenario, a large majority of the Forsaken community had taken a stance. They would make a decision once Sol would speak on the matter, placing their full trust within Sol, believing he would bring the truth and only the truth, so their minds could be at ease. Upon hearing the distress of Sol and taking his word as the truth, multiple popular figures within the Forsaken community began bad-mouthing the people coming forth with this information, under the guise that they were false and Sol was a misunderstood victim. Many fans dialed back on leaving the Forsaken community and all rushed to console Sol. However, Sol betrayed the trust of everybody reading, especially the victims, and everybody who supported him, because his response is filled with lies and is just the same excuses that he used years ago, but on a new...
I think it's just a thing where, like, I don't know, one, I don't know how much of the shit was out there, and then two, no one, like, no normal person is gonna be looking through all this shit. And that's why it's really good that Fawadi made this video and that it has so much good information in it. It's really important for people to keep making videos like this, because I wouldn't be looking at all this shit if it wasn't in a video. I'm just being honest. That just doesn't seem like a good use of my time.
You're not into the Forsaken community that much, so
any drama. Like, I know when I was younger, I was like autistically obsessed with YouTube drama. So I would watch videos on it and I would look at documents and stuff and read through them myself. But I'm not doing that shit anymore, dude. Come on, bro. I fucking work tomorrow. Like, I gotta be way more useful with my time. The only way I would ever do some shit like that is if I made content on it. Because I wouldn't want to be like fucking, what's the nigga name? Parlo. Just going with what people say. I mean, you see it now here. I'm like actually pausing and engaging with like the receipts and stuff and forming my own opinion, not just going with whatever I hear. But yeah. So I think just a lot of people, you know, all this information wasn't out there, and if it was, it wasn't all concisely just put in one spot where you can just look at it and be like, oh yeah, this guy fucking sucks. This guy fucking terrible.
This guy, kill him.
Not to mention, like, this is something that happens online, and this is why we need to be more harder on people that like falsely accuse people for shit, because that's why like niggas like Soul can get away with shit. Because dude, when I fucking heard him call him a neo-Nazi, which I still think you shouldn't have did that, because immediately in my brain I rolled my eyes. Because like anytime I hear that term, dude, it's always fucking retarded. It's like, I love you, baby, said the hard R in my DMs. He's a neo-Nazi. Like, what? What? So like when I heard that, I was like, okay. But then it's like, oh, he attempted to kill someone because they're Turkish. Oh, oh yeah, that's real bad. Oh, I still just wouldn't have used that word. I would just said he's like racist.
Racist.
Racist. Or just said the thing. Fuck giving him a label. Just be like, I would just straight up be like, he tried to kill someone for being Turkish. It's like, oh shit, that's not good.
Anyways,
impressionable fan base that are unaware of his history. It's also incredibly important to mention that when coming face to face with his main victims, Chi and Nico, on March 18th, Soul would lash out at them for speaking up, calling them awful people as well because of what they did to him. This being bad-mouthing him, talking behind his back, and harassing him. In the aftermath of Nico and Soul's breakup, back when Soul was robotic developer and Nico had found out what he had done. Their document will be covered later on, as what Soul did to them is extremely important. Now that we have some framework on the situation from March, let's begin with a recent victim of Soul, who is still currently a minor, and for that reason I will be censoring all mentions of her name. The events surrounding her are documented from the start.
Oh shit. Oh shit. Dude. Dude, what?
Then oh my god, I literally called it earlier, I didn't mean it. So watch there be a new one.
Jesus Christ. So you can't even like defend that he was 13 and that's why this, which
He's 17.
I was just pointing out the fact that like, yes, obviously when you're like a kid you do shit you regret, but like I said, I still didn't stand by any of this shit. It's weird, like even as a 13-year-old, but oh my god, this is insane. He should have just been a bee.
To November 2024. But please keep in mind that this was around 8 months after Soul dropped his document in May 2023 explaining where he was and who he was at the time. Within the document, he explained that in early 2023 he had switched under a new account in order to escape his past and rectify his mistakes by becoming a new and better person, known as Soldier.
What?
But despite these claims,
that's why
pause that.
Robo thing.
Pause that, dude. That is the biggest bullshit I've ever heard. The only reason people rebrand if they just didn't like their name or something, you want to know why they do that? To get away from their crimes. The only people I could think of that fucking rebranded, Purporate. And you know who Purporate is? One of Minecraft, like, Bed Wars community's most infamous pedophile. And you want to know why he's one of the most infamous pedophile? Because his original name wasn't even Purporate. It was some other shit I don't remember. That's what when he got exposed during my time, he was called Purporate. But before that, he was called something else. And you know what's crazy about this pedophile? This is like a super pedophile. Because every time he rebranded, he would get caught with another victim. And then that's why people would even catch on to who he is. And then they would like retroactively backtrack, like, wait, this is the same guy that was also like talking to that other minor. And he fucking rebranded and did it again. People don't rebrand to turn over. Oh, here. They don't rebrand to turn over a new leaf. Oh, that's not good.
I don't think your throw helped me.
They rebrand to get away with their crimes, like fucking Purporator. What's his name now? Damn. I think his name was like Derpixion or some shit at some point. Fucking wild. And there's some other dude in the Roblox community as well that not me, but my good friend Jaw actually made a video on, because he also got exposed for, I think, sending his cock to a minor or something like that. And then he rebranded and started doing YouTube shorts. And he was in Technoblade's YouTube did a video called Technoblade Never Dies, and he was in it.
Oh my god.
Yeah. For whatever it's worth, I don't think YouTube, like, obviously YouTube's not fucking invested in all this YouTube drama shit. They don't know he's a fucking pedophile, dude. They just thought he was a YouTuber and included him. Because he rebranded. He rebranded to a whole ass different, like,
Existence.
name and shit. Yeah, the only reason people do that is not. It's usually not a good
To
thing.
hide from their past.
Yeah. I wanted to
That's-
rebrand to show that I'm a changed man. Okay,
I'll
bro.
pause. Let's continue, bro.
Never held up
Fucking
his
wire
word to change
head
for the
up,
better
bitch ass.
and would continue to harass people. The first instance of this behavior from Soul regarding was when he used both of his accounts, Robotic Developer and Soldier of Love, in order to harass and dox friends in the server that they shared at the time.
Okay, now we're doxing people. Okay.
Wow.
Wow. This dude's like doing a speed run. This is impressive.
How speedrunning how to be the biggest piece of shit.
Yeah, he's like checking every box, bro. What are we missing? We got setting
I
child
think we're missing,
porn.
crypto scams. We're missing
Yes,
crypto scams.
that's literally it. Can we get a fucking soul coin? Can we get a soul coin, please? Soul coin to the moon. Like he's like ticking every box. What is happening?
Where's the Forsaken coin?
He's sending child porn. He's posting gore. He's friends with a racist. He's now doxing. Like this is every box. What's happening?
One of the victim's IRL faces onto a literal KKK member. Soul minimizes his actions in a response document and says that he wasn't doxing this person because
I've not doxed any of the developers ever in my life. The worst I ever did was look up blank on Google and come across their LinkedIn because of their entire online identity was linked to it. Oh, if that's true, that's not true.
This is what Soul said. This is what
Okay,
Soul said.
and that's not true.
He's lying here. He's a lying piece of shit.
I'm here what this guy has to say, cause I will
he
say,
just Googled.
if that was true, that isn't doxing. That is a term that gets loosely thrown around
He
as well.
downplayed it. No, he was downplaying.
But yeah,
it
he's
as well.
probably downplaying it. I'll listen. This is just my raw reaction, you know. I'm taking in everything and I'm speaking on it as it happens.
Googled their internet alias and used that information. However, he was still using their information by putting it on KKK members, spreading a
Okay, no, I think
Yeah.
okay, for whatever it's worth, I don't think this is doxing, but that is pretty weird. But I don't think this is doxing. If that's true, where he just looked up their fucking IGN and found them, that is you not being as cautious.
It's so
as,
weird that you're putting on KKK members.
Yeah, but that is a doxing. I'm sorry.
That's if this is what is
Yeah,
saying
yeah.
is true.
Yeah.
And if it's not, it just makes this even 10 times actually worse.
Because like if you look up "I love you, baby" on Google and find my face, that's you didn't dox me. I fucked up somewhere, you know.
you have been way too careful in your life just to not get doxxed. I'm not gonna lie.
I'm still going to, but like there's a huge difference between if you look up "I love you, baby" or if you just found like me on Facebook or something and then post it everywhere. I would count that as a dox because that's not like public information. Or like yes,
again,
it's out there in the
Soul is saying
public,
they didn't dox
but
you. That's what Soul is saying.
yeah, but Fawadi didn't deny it, at least not yet. Cause that isn't a dox. I can't lie. I gotta be consistent. I still think this guy's a piece of shit, obviously, but if you can find someone's face off of their like online persona, that's not a dox.
If you can find that information off of Google, then yeah.
No, not that. Because how doxing usually works, it's not like you hack them or anything all the time. You just find out what their name is somehow, and then you Google it and find them. That's still doxing. And the reason that's still doxing is if their name isn't public information, you found it because they told you or you tricked them somehow, like you sent them some link and you found out their full name. And obviously they're a real person in the real world, so there's going to be shit about them online. But if like whatever community they're in that's not public information and you spread that, like any information, you know what I mean, that's definitely still doxing.
Yeah.
But he's claiming he Googled the nigga's like IGN and found his face. If that's true, that is not doxing.
Yeah.
But like if you found out his name, his like legal name, and then like looked him up and then post those images, that is doxing. Okay.
However, he was still using their information by putting it on KKK members, spreading it around, saying how he found this information directly in the document.
Yeah, but like once again, like all I did was look up Oh wait, hold on. I'm high. It's redacted. It's redacted. Sorry. I assume there was an IGN. If that's the nigga's name and that's not like public, that's doxed. If it's not public, I don't know if it's public or not. Because like if that's public, yeah, anyone could just do that anyways. But if that's not public, yeah, it's a dox. Okay. Bang.
Dumb for having
Bro,
this
it might be
information
high.
publicly available. If you apply the same logic to people using private information that Soul himself posted in public servers, it wouldn't be doxing since Soul posted it himself. So it's hypocritical to call this not doxing someone. Now, for full—
It depends. It depends how he got that information.
Yeah.
If
It
that
widely
was
depends,
something they
yeah.
told him privately, yeah, sorry Harley, we are sorry. If that was something you found out like privately, for example, and it's not public information, yes, that is a dox. Even if he himself told you like his full government name, the fact that it's not like public to that community, 100% that's a dox. But if we all knew that nigga's name was like Bob Baggins or something, then like that's on you, bro. Why did you tell us all that if you didn't want us to find your Facebook, right? Yeah, okay.
transparency, this person, Kimi, was not a good person, surrounded himself with people who dox Soul, and was heavily involved with the Friday Night Funkin' mod that was doxing Soul. But this does not excuse Soul's actions,
Agreed.
because he was doxing people and dragging who he—
I don't know if I've been convinced that he's doxing, but I don't agree that if you got doxed, it means it's okay to. Actually, fuck.
This is the first point you haven't agreed with, by the way.
It's still a good video. I just want to let that be clear. It's still a good video. I do know there's a bad habit of where like YouTubers will have someone dead to rights. Like the first half of this video was dead to rights, right? But then they like overcook. They start using stuff like that isn't as strong just to throw it all out there, I guess, and it like weakens the video. Because it now gives, like, Soul, for example, something to harp on. A lot of things these fucking losers do. Let me be clear. Even if he didn't dox this person, he's still a piece of shit. I'm glad he's removed from Forsaken.
I hate him.
He's not a good person. Everything in the first half of this video proves that, right? But
Burn him at the stakes.
let's say you're a fan of Forsaken. You didn't want to engage with this video. You didn't even want to watch someone react to it. You just wanted to wait for Soul's response. Soul can now gloss over the good shit, get to your one weak point, and just harp on that. Like, well, actually, I didn't dox, and and then you know, it seems like he owned you when he really didn't.
Everything else that he got
Right.
too.
So I'm just saying, it's best to not include anything that's not as strong. Like even the testimony stuff, which is probably all true, because he lied and said he was impersonated, meaning it did happen. That's him confirming that it happened, and then you prove that he lied about it. So that's probably fine. But like this, I don't know if I'm convinced that's even doxing. I need to specifically know how he got that information. Yeah, I just need to know how he got the information, because that matters.
You're gonna ask him in the comments and see if he responds.
he knew was uninvolved into it. This was less than a year after Soul said he'd like to change and start with a clean slate in his May 2023 document, even though he's using the same account used to make Forsaken in order to manipulate and only had Soul-Driven Love, who she didn't know was Robo at the time, to talk to. Soul tries to minimize his actions yet again in this same document by saying that he was just listening to her problems and that the worst thing that he did was lie about his identity. But this entire argument falls apart from one key detail he left out. After spending some time harassing his friends, he'd end up shifting his harassment directly towards on his robotic developer account, taunting her literally at the same time he was DMing her on—
They're trying to cover up
So he went to the victim, right? He was he started harassing on his Robo account, their Robo account, and then at the same time while messaging them on Soul-Driven Love. But like,
yeah, that's fucking, yeah, that is weird. I'm just mainly trying to figure out the doxing thing because it's not clear to me. Like, was this person's IRL name, was that like public? When I say public, I mean like the community. Did the community know that? How did he get that?
No one. I don't think anyone knew that.
Yeah, if no one knew that, yes, he doxed them, 100%. But if that was something we all knew, that is on you oversharing. I'm sorry, but you're not gonna find my face from looking up "I love you, baby." You know what I mean? You're not gonna
Hey, you know what?
find.
I'm gonna find that out right now.
You go for it, and if you do, that's on me. If I have my face connected to something with that name, that's on me. Because what if I just want to look you up? But I think he's saying he looked up her name, and like that's what I'm like. How did you know what I mean? Because I don't say what my government full name is. You know what I mean? Like how did we get that? Was that something we already knew? Did he get that in private and then search it up and then leak her face? Because yeah, that's 100% a dox.
I think it's the second one actually. I think that's what's implying right now.
I don't know. I just wish I was clearer because that makes a difference.
Yeah.
Anyways, Soldier in love, comforting her by saying that things will be alright. To put it bluntly,
Wait! I didn't even really... Dude, that is so weird. That is so weird.
Like I said, Soul was like message. So Soul made a new account, right? And she didn't realize. The victim didn't realize.
Right.
And then while
Dude.
harassing her on Robo,
He's like comforting her on an alt. That's insane! Dude.
Wow.
Regardless of the
dox her or
doxing
not,
point or
that's
not,
criminal.
that is weird. That is weird, dude. That's like me bullying you on Jaw and then comforting you on I love you, baby. Like, what?
If you did that, bro, I would actually hate you forever.
What? That is weird. This nigga's weird.
Bluntly, this behavior is completely deranged and sadistic.
I agree.
Soul manipulated the victim by getting close to her at the same time he was harassing her, and then isolated her and left her to struggle for months by themselves, where we can clearly see in the victim's multiple posts throughout the years, her mental state is shattered, and she had actually been self-harming for months after the events took place in February. So no, Soul was not simply listening to her problems, and even when he said he was concerned about her well-being, the damage was already done. In Soul's response document and in the Parlo video, Soul waters the entirety of his manipulation down to her venting to him and calling it odd that she would include it, even though he broke into her life under an alias when it was abundantly clear that she was put through distress because of him. She had also lost all of her friends after Soul's initial harassment when he perpetuated the rumor of her being into feral and cub artworks online, despite the fact that she was groomed at 10 years old and
Jesus Christ.
being forced into this behavior via
That's insane.
blackmail by her groomer.
I'm sorry.
While it's terrible she was
Jesus.
consuming this sort of content, it should be clear that she was extremely hypersexual as a result of trauma, considering the fact that she was groomed at 10 years old. The groomer likely obfuscated the fact that the porn that they were showing her was feral or cub in order to normalize it, resulting in her consuming this content without knowing its implications. It's also
fair.
important to note that all of the screenshots...
That's what oh Jesus Christ. I'm not pausing on that. I'm not pausing on that.
Meaning that these were completely irrelevant to Soul's
Okay, thank you. I'm not pausing on that. Anyways, yeah, that's why that's my whole Harry Twinkle argument. Not that he got groomed or whatever, but that like he's a kid. That's why like I need to know more. Like the reason why Soul sucks is because yeah, he was a kid, but he was like spreading it around. And then he like catfished another kid, got his penis, and then was like blackmailing him with it. Like,
and also what makes it even worse is that he isn't apologizing to it. He's
right now as a fucking almost adult, he's like just lying about the whole thing.
Man,
yeah. Just so we're clear.
Fuck Soul.
Yeah.
Harassment of her, so he should not be taking any moral high ground. Moreover, using behavior that is clearly indicative of being groomed at 10 years old as a gotcha to try to put down her experiences, and Soul then painting it as the skeletons in her closet being worse than his, coupled with the fact that the document is filled with victim blaming, makes this a vile response. Soul would eventually abandon her robotic developer and stick solely to server-driven love, and in around October or November of 2024, she would eventually learn of the truth of who Soul actually was, being Robo.
That's gotta be crazy, dude. Imagine befriending someone. Like, oh my god, they're the same person fucking like bullying you. Like, what the fuck? That's crazy. You're like venting to them about them. Oh my god, that's insane. That's like a fucking sitcom.
Tendency, because there's no way that's normal. There's no way.
No, bro, that is not normal at all. I say is I have another personality who is not me, my good friend Ja. That is a we. No, seriously though.
You harass people and then cover them on your main?
No, I don't. I don't do that.
Yeah, Yeah, exactly.
That's
So you're
fucking
fine.
crazy, dude. That's like me making a hate video on Jaw, and then I like hop on I Love You Baby, and I'm like, this is disgusting. This video is disgusting and repulsive.
We were both gonna put the exposed over Jaw after doing
Hold
that,
on, dude.
so-
I got this. You remember I shit talked fucking Parlo earlier on Eily Baby VODs? I Love You Baby. No, sorry. Jaw will defend Parlo. There you go.
Fucking
The breakdown
content loop forever.
from the victim, because she had finally learned the truth of what had happened to her, what changed her life. The amount of pain that Robo has put a single person through just for the fun of it, where she was hospitalized, put on medication, diagnosed with multiple mental illnesses due to the torment that Soul himself had caused her. This is already incriminating enough, but Soul's ex, Marcy, manages to double down.
Dude, I was joking about her ex. I was joking, right?
No, that was me. That was me. What? This is the gift that keeps on giving. What? I said something around the lines of like, remember, isn't this the guy that broke up with his girlfriend over fucking Roblox drama? Which at the time when it happened, I said was fucking weird. And I was like, I do feel bad for him, but like you are too termly online. And then I was like, wait a minute, I think there's more to that story. Chat, lock in. There's more to that story.
Down at it by literally forcing the victim into silence on Soul's own behalf in November of 2024.
Oh, wait, never mind. Is she bad too? Oh,
After would go public about
We
how
paused,
Soul
champ.
was actually Robo. In Marcy's own words, the original post from the victim, I can understand your frustration with her.
Oh, no,
but I'd
she's-
really
she's-
appreciate
she's
if you
good,
could
I
try
think.
to move past whatever hatred you have and try to keep it somewhere private or to yourself, and try not to
Never
arouse
mind.
any attention to her, as people are already starting to wonder
I like the
where or
difference
who
between
she
that.
could
No,
be,
she's bad.
and
Oh,
this is
never mind,
really
she's good. Oh,
stressing
never
her
mind.
out. It still
That's
doesn't
tragic.
warrant outing who she is and bringing up suspicion on who she
We
could
paused,
be,
champ.
especially since it is, as I said, known that people will and have swatted her before. To which the victim responds that a manipulator shouldn't be.
I just
allowed to
realized
have a
this
platform.
music, I don't
Marcy
think this was the
responds with,
one.
You are aware who
I
Kimi
don't
is.
think this was
As
the
stated
track.
Before, Kimi is one of the people who worked on the
What
interview
music is he
Friday
playing? I
fucking
can't
mod
hear
that
it,
included
right?
Soul's
Oh, it's
implying
like
that Kimi or someone like
not
them
the
would
track
swat
I would
Soul.
play.
But as claims, she hasn't talked to them in ages.
I think
Marcy
I
then
think I remember
manipulates
hearing this in
emotions,
Roblox.
saying
I
that,
don't remember.
"I'm simply
Oh,
bringing
it's
it up
Do You
because this entire
Believe
situation
in
could be
Love
solved
After
privately,
Love?
but
But
if
like
you
a
are aware of
8-bit
being
cover.
in any capacity, there is a genuine chance
I don't know,
that
it's just
you
like
could be
a little
swatted
too
and
happy
cast.
for what I'm
Only to
hearing
know
right
in the
now.
victim's head that he could possibly be hurt, and that all of their pain and struggles that he caused for the past year are completely invalid, including their admission to multiple mental institutes. Keep in mind that this isn't even Soul reaching out himself, it's his ex Marcy. He doesn't even have the sincerity to reach out personally because he knows how many times he has harassed. Also unbelievable that Soul continues to blame the victims when he himself admits that all of the stuff he does always comes back to bite him. Even
What
if
I will
he's
say was
attempting to be not a
confusing,
hero's
why
road.
is he
Soul
using the
silenced this
victim's
person
name
who
and
had to go through
censoring
so
it
much
instead of just
using
calling
events
them the
that moved on
victim?
like nothing
No,
happened.
it's for
Without
the
ever
sake. This
apologizing
person
at
doing it
all.
for the sake
Please
of privacy.
understand that this
No,
is
no, no,
no
no,
longer
no, no,
about
no,
Soul.
no, 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 listen, listen. I get that. What I'm saying is, why are we using, just say the victim? Because it keeps throwing me off when I hear like him go quiet for a split second. I'm like, wait, why is he saying her name?
I thought you skipped ahead for a second. Like, yo,
Yeah, that's why I'm confused. No, I get not wanting to use the girl's name. That's completely fair and probably the right thing to do. But why wouldn't I just write in my script the victim? Why would I say the person's name
because
to
there's
just...
a lot of fucking victims, Highly.
Yeah, but you're censoring it anyway in the video. Like we all know who you're talking about. Like at this part in the video, no. I don't know. It's just a weird choice. I think that is all. Damn, dude. When did this game get so
24,
fucking
the 1
hard?
month before Forsaken release. The victim was pleading with people for Soul not only to
I'm
not
playing
have a
1X.
platform, but to also own up and completely apologize for what he did, to which he never did. After this, she continued to spiral for months after the initial call-out because of the harassment and mental strain it brought to her, and as a result she had to take therapy for around 3 months in December of 2024, only coming back recently in April of 2025. It's inexcusable that Soul put her through so much trauma and decided that neither her voice nor part in the story was worth anything. To make matters worse, when they tried to speak out about it again in April of this year...
Also, this might get me in trouble to say, but yeah, while I do agree what he did is fucking weird, it is a little cooked that it traumatized you so much, I'm not gonna lie. That is kind of cooked. I don't know if you should have been on the internet unsupervised. I don't know. It's like bizarre to me to like have Trump, because what did he do to her again? He like made fun of her, right?
He did a lot. He did a lot.
The accusation is that he doxed her and like made fun of her on one account and then comforted her in the other account, which is insane, obviously. But number one, the doxing thing, I'm still not 100% sure about that. I need some clarification if that's even doxing. Because if it's not, that's kind of cooked. If he was just like making fun of you, like, yeah, it's fucked up, but I don't know, trauma. I don't know. Moving on.
Ava, Soul's girlfriend, incentivized her to initially talk about Soul through their shared issues. The replies were promptly filled with Forsaken fans harassing her, and Ava tripling down. Her replies are filled with terrible victim-blaming rhetoric that tries to paint as the villain, saying that she was malicious and it was convenient that she came out to speak.
After all, the reason that Soul and her ex are really bad right now, I guess true love can be found in the worst places, eh?
True. Also, I don't think what's it called? I don't
How
think.
ironic is it for Soul's girlfriend to leave with all the controversy happening? How fucking ironic, eh?
Yeah, I don't think I don't think this person's like a malicious or anything like that. I'm just saying it is kind of cooked if you got like bullied into therapy. That is kind of cooked. I don't know, but I guess if he actually did dox her, fair enough. But I need more details on that, because people like to call things that are just not doxing.
Campaigns and feeling like, to be fair, she was like getting like everyone was against her because Soul fucking like duped us and like made him get victim blamed.
Okay, I guess that's fair.
I'm pretty sure what her mental state was like. Everyone was against her. No one believes her, and no one ever. So her brain was like fucking in panic and like constant panic. It seems like.
Yeah.
She did, but I'd like to say the opposite. It's common for multiple victims to speak out about their own experiences within situations. Think back to the height of the Me Too movement with Harvey Weinstein. Over 80 women accused Harvey Weinstein of rape, sexual assault, and sexual abuse.
I gotta rewind.
It was convenient that she came out to speak when she did, but...
Oh, yeah, that's stupid. That's a retarded point.
But I'd like to think back to the height of the Me Too movement.
The criticism is that her talking out is convenient, and engage with what she said. Don't, like, even if she's flat out wrong, that's not a good point. Yeah, I feel more comfortable about exposing the guy that raped me because someone else came out to talk about them getting raped by the guy. Like what? That's super normal. It's pretty scary being a no one, a fucking nobody, and like someone assaults you, and you know that's a pretty scary thing to talk about. But then you hear someone else did it, and you see they're getting support. So fuck it, I'm gonna talk about when it happened to me too. That is super normal. That is a stupid fucking point. Engage with whatever she said, even if she's wrong. That explain why she's wrong. Not, you're talking about this the same time someone else is shitting on him. Like, yeah, that's how that works, bro. It is definitely a lot easier.
When they start getting shitted on.
Yeah, that's literally everyone. Like, what? Like, this same Soul guy would probably be like, the reason all this shit's even coming out is. My brain's melting. I'm moving on.
With Harvey Weinstein. Over 80 women accused Harvey Weinstein of rape,
yeah,
sexual assault, and sexual abuse.
Like,
this is not convenient. It's simply victims gaining courage to speak about
their
experiences once other victims.
Yeah, it's like literally how that works.
Since they believe it's safe to do so, even if you think it's
dude. This guy, we're linked. That's like what I just said. It's a good video, bro.
Love. It's still important to highlight the power dynamics involved in victims.
Yeah, but it's still a good video. Like, that doesn't even matter. Even if he didn't fucking dox, it doesn't matter. I didn't point that out, by the way, like, oh, this video is spreading misinformation. Like, it was just like me saying my opinion and just trying to be consistent, and not just go with whatever just because I defend positions, not people. So, like, I'm just, sharing my thoughts on whatever. And maybe you did. I just need more clarification.
You shouldn't be a lawyer because you might screw over your defendant.
Oh, I would 100%. I'd be like, wait a minute, nigga, you're guilty. No, easy. I didn't. I wasn't clued in about that evidence, nigga. You're guilty. I quit, Your Honor. That nigga's guilty. Lock him up. I got the cuffs right here. That nigga's guilty, bro. My fault, bro. I would not have took this case, bro.
He's like prosecution's like, oh, and we have discovered that you attempted to murder someone.
And they just like they did like show me some footage I didn't have access to. It's called having integrity. Like one of my favorite scenes, speaking of lawyers, in the game Phoenix Wright, Ace Attorney. I don't know if you know about it, but I reference it a lot. Like the whole objection edit that I do, it's from that game.
Yeah,
There's a case. So you play as Phoenix Wright, the Ace Attorney, and you're like rival of the game. You're a like I forgot the exact names. You're a defendant. And whoa.
Don't touch my pizza.
That's cool. I thought I got dude, I thought I got like hacked or something. Anyways, in that game, your rival is a prosecutor, and you guys usually
Watch that a lot.
yeah, because he's like defending the bad guy. You're against the bad guy. But one of the cases, you actually like you prove you're like grilling the guy. You like present this evidence on how this guy's guilty. But you're not fully able to like I guess articulate it. And your rival Edgeworth, that's his client, and he starts doing what I just made a joke about. He's like, wait a minute, that doesn't add up. And he starts pressing his client. So then you and your rival are like double teaming, pause the guy. Cause like
wait a damn minute, it's the line up.
Yeah, the integrity.
Bro turns just like things like, wait a minute.
That is such a long, unnecessary name. But hello, Ruben, welcome in. I hope you're having a good day.
I hope your day is better.
I mean, my day's been great. This is awesome. I've been having fun. I'm not gonna lie. We need to do more streams like this.
We need more drama. Get me more Roblox drama.
I am open to making another channel dedicated to streams like this. This is fire.
Bro might be hoarding all the video streams.
No, I'll still stream on here, but just like if we keep doing this, it would probably make more sense to have a separate place to talk about sexual assault allegations and YouTube drama. Versus our stupid little Roblox streams.
Child screaming compilations.
But I feel like this kind of fits because this is all about the Forsaken shit or whatever. And this is like a one-time thing. But I'm saying if we keep doing this in the future and people actually watch it, I am open to streaming this on a different channel or making a new channel or something, or like maybe rebranding Jaw to like iLead After Hours or some shit.
After Hours. Oh, that's a cool name because like you're not doing the funnies anymore. You're doing the serious.
Oh, there's still funnies though. Don't defame me. I'll take you to court. We've been goofing and gaffing all stream, but just makes more sense for something like that to be somewhere else. Moving on.
I'm just gonna remind you, never be a lawyer, bro. I'm just gonna have them remind you, never.
I could be a lawyer. I just need to have clients that are actually innocent. I find out that nigga guilty, you're cooked. I'm your biggest op, bro.
Oh, Your Honor.
But then again, another thing, I don't even know if I would be a good lawyer because I just wouldn't take cases like where the nigga's actually guilty. Like,
because you don't want to.
Yeah, I'm not defending a guilty person. And if I'm like forced to,
you would be a good what's it called?
Defendant.
Prosecutor.
Or,
Because you do kind of grill. You can grill some people. I'm not gonna lie.
I don't know. I just know I definitely.
Positions and you're
yeah, I defend positions, not people. That's always my rule of thumb, and I think more people need to do that. Soul would have got exposed a lot faster if that was the case. Ooh, I'm dropping bombs right now.
Now, may take a long time. Saying that it's convenient for victims to speak out about their experiences at the same time is what perpetuates rape culture and makes more victims afraid to come out.
True.
It's dangerous for someone with as much of a community as Soldier of Love and Ava to paint this narrative. Thankfully, the victim seems to have been doing much better now. having come back with her thoughts restructured. She constantly apologizes about the information she posted, saying that it was never her intent to get robo-swatted in any way, even though the victim should not be apologizing.
Oh, she got someone swatted? Is that what
No,
I said?
she got soul swatted. And it
Ah.
was not her intent. The victim's intention never to swat him. And she's
Why
been
did she
apologizing,
post his
even though-
information?
I don't remember. the
Okay,
reason.
yeah, I'm not gonna lie. I think this person's probably not a good person. That's not a defense for Soul, by the way. They can both be not good people.
You could still be a bad person, but you're still a victim in the end, right?
Yeah, I think that's fair. However, I don't know if this, maybe I'm fucked up, but I don't know if she doxed him and he doxed her back, I don't feel like that makes him that bad of a person. For that specifically, let me be clear. I'm already convinced this guy sucks. I'm not defending him. I've been convinced. I'm just making it clear that, like, I don't want to have an inconsistent position later. That if they both
just here for more
doxed each
money.
other, I don't really care. You know, it's like they both suck. But yeah, this guy sucks. Obviously, it's just like another
No,
segment.
I think she released some information about Soul, and then people pieced that together to get Soul swatted.
Oh, I don't know. See, I don't know enough.
Because she was probably like in a very horrible mindset at that time, and so she was erratic apparently.
I don't know. To me, it sounds like
And
she
she was-
sucks, and so does he. I'm not gonna lie.
Okay, I'm just saying what.
Yeah, that's fine.
Right now.
Yeah, that's fine. It's just like another thing that probably didn't need to be included. I don't know.
Manipulative as Soul. Her thoughts and emotions at the time were all incredibly valid, and it's terrible that she had to go through so much while being alone and afraid. It's clear that Soul sweeps all of his victims' experiences under the rug because he only wishes to protect himself first. Now that you have an idea of Soul's manipulation, minimizing, and desire for his victims to never speak out, let's move on to the victims that Soul tried to directly prevent from speaking out.
I hope this is a better segment because I was not a big fan of that last one. Video so
The
far
following
though.
information comes from the document created by Chi and Nico, titled My Experience with Soul-Driven Love / Robotic Development.
Oh my god, my experience. You see where I get it from?
Word, GG. It's been GG.
My
Bro.
experience, dude. No, this could be a good document. It's just so funny to me. I don't know why.
The document itself has around 37 whole pages.
I think
of
because
evidence.
usually it's really bad when someone has that, like, that title, my experience with person.
And harassment done to both Chi and Nico by Soul himself, and this was delayed from being seen by the public eye due to Soul continuously lying to them in DMs, telling them that he would change his ways to eventually go public to
Oh,
apologize
this guy,
for what he did.
nice killer.
What's important to note here is that Nico
No.
herself
friend.
admits extensively that she too was in the wrong about how she used to constantly gossip and badmouth Robo after she was made aware of his past actions, and continues to speak with sincerity to Soul, believing that he would do the same in return, but sadly no. As seen before in his March response document, Soul continued to hide his history with them and ended up falsifying the evidence of Nico's previous name KB from ever being mentioned, which would be part of the reason they released their document. To begin, let's get into the details of who KB, or Nico, actually was to Robo. Nico became friends with Soul in 2021, but she would eventually cut him off around October due to his recent racist activity at the time coming to light. As well
yeah,
as
he was
using one
racist
of
at that
Nico's
point,
IRL
too.
photos to send to someone else.
Wait,
and claim
why
it was
is
him.
Soul
He would also
racist?
create a fake account.
He was being racist back in 2021, apparently.
Mm,
So that's why this victim cut him off.
I'm not accepting that point. That hasn't been proven to me.
Of a
Yeah.
high-ranking Rolv member, where Nico herself was active in that server at the time, and create fake screenshots of that member where they were asking to see Nico's photos, to which Nico would ask Soul to stream his DMs, which is where she saw the aforementioned photos she had sent him at the time. After the initial cutoff, Soul, as said before, would become increasingly obsessive over Nico, tweeting about her, asking her friends about her,
Hold on. What do I have on here? Okay, perfect.
and
Yes.
venting on his private account.
I'll make the video
This
big when
isn't
I'm not
anything bad of
actually
him,
in
really.
game.
It's not unheard of after being cut off to feel upset like that. However, Nico
Hold
would
on,
become
let's use
increasingly
this one.
paranoid
Okay,
at Soul's
perfect.
behavior toward her out of frustration of learning from a previous Friday Night Bloxing developer that Soul had been lying about their relationship together. So she would begin saving his posts about her and eventually would be shown Soul's private account with her friend group, to which they would laugh at his situation. Please note that Nico understands that they were both frustrated during this period. She was merely being cautious of Soul spreading various false rumors about her due to his large following at the time. and that she has already extended her sincerest apologies for acting out of paranoia towards Soul by deleting the channels that hosted a majority of the screenshots. She would eventually make a group chat in March of 2023 with Soul to formally apologize to him in an attempt to build the bridge with him again, to which they would both admit the faults that lead up to them parting ways. Despite this initial talk, Soul would continue spreading rumors about Nico and she, telling many people in his circles that she was transphobic and that she had doxed him using his birth certificate. This is a completely untrue claim that Soul still tries to preach as true to this day. The initial thought of transphobia was because neither Nico or Chi knew Soul was trans, because they had cut him off prior.
Wait, Soul's trans?
The dox
Yeah, Soul's trans. Soul is trans.
I'm sorry.
He's trying to call him transphobic. He's trying to call him transphobic.
Yeah, I disagree. I disagree with the point, obviously. You know me, I always, and this is why presenting defending, positions instead of people works out so good in your favor. Because that's always my position. Anytime I hear someone's any ist or obic, I roll my eyes. I need to see like proof of that, because those terms get thrown around. You know, people say I'm all those obics in ist.
Yeah, I would assume so, because people. I mean, you could just say you could kill someone a he when they're a she on accident. You didn't know that, but they're gonna call you transphobic.
It's just like my jokes too. Like people would say that I'm ist and obic and all this shit. And if you know me, it's pretty apparent I don't have a problem with anyone based off of like their gender or race. Like I just laughed because I don't know, it's just so much, bro. It's like I blink and I'm just getting like hit with some new information about this person. Also, fuck, what are their pronouns? I think I've been misgendering them this whole fucking stream.
They, them, I'm pretty
Yeah,
sure.
it's cooked. Yeah, it's cooked. I didn't know, bro. Nigga, ain't nobody. No one told me. No one told me.
Put the bar on his eyes.
Dude, put the bar on my eyes. I'm transphobic, bro. No one told me. I wasn't clued in. Let me clue you in.
That Soul face from Nico was a cropped image of his own birth certificate that he had sent to her, blurring out all of the major details except for the birthday and city himself before sending it to her. While it was extremely immature for Nico to post this, as she admits, it's unreasonable and a complete lie for Soul to claim.
Wait.
So
Okay.
she posted his face.
Yeah, this is the shit I'm talking about, dude. Don't defend that, Fawadi. Don't defend that, dude. That's not good. I don't like Soul. We're in agreement. Soul, bad guy. Soul, not a good guy. Soul, not a good guy. But don't defend someone posting his censored birth certificate. That's fucking weird, dude. You're being inconsistent. That's fucking weird. Like, come on, bro.
Okay, you literally said this earlier. The first half was like cooking.
Yeah.
Second part.
This second half is not good. I'm not gonna lie. Come on, dude. Don't defend that.
Not understanding it.
If you're gonna defend that, that makes your whole video weaker on the same criticisms you had for Soul. Like, come on, man. That's fucking weird.
Claimed that Nico was flaunting having his full birth certificate. This is continuously
Like, the semantics, isn't it? Well, it's technically not his full birth certificate. It's like kind of redacted, because was that not what got him swatted?
No, that's not. No, that's not. That was from someone else.
Oh, I don't know. I feel like
Bro,
you have to.
A lot of people.
It is a lot, but you have to concede that is kind of weird to post the nigga's birth certificate. Like, come on, bro.
They say they're frustrated. I don't think if I was frustrated with you, I'm not posting your birth certificate. If you
That's fucking weird. And like, you can't defend that, Fawadi. Bro, you're breaking my heart right now. I've been glazing you all stream. You cannot defend that, bro.
You're breaking my heart.
You are breaking my heart, dude.
You're breaking that.
Oh, welcome back, Harley. I think I found my first big disagreement with this video.
You're breaking Eileen's heart.
Fawadi's defending some girl posting a redacted version of Soul's birth certificate because she was mad at him. And I, like, dude, no. They can both suck. I'm not gonna lie, this seems like dogpiling. So there's like legitimate valid shit. Soul sucks dick, by the way. I just want to make that clear before someone says, well, he's defending Soul. No, I fucking don't like this guy. He sucks. But that doesn't mean I'm gonna be inconsistent with my positions and morals.
Like Kylie said, he defends positions.
Not people. It's not. It's so weird to post someone's like redacted. And it still shows the city where he's from.
You need to make your own commentary. I'm actually being dead ass. You need to make your own commentary channel.
I might stream it because I don't have the time or care to like edit down stuff. But I don't mind doing streams like this. This was very fun. So I might make another channel or something, or like rebrand Jaw and do streams like this in the future. Because I have been wanting to get into drama shit, but like, bro, because was the city where he's from not on there, like not redacted? Didn't he say that? That's a dox. Sure. That's unironically a dox. I'm not kidding. If you post where someone, unless that's public knowledge.
We're idiots. By the way, we killed a clone.
Whoops. Unless that's public information, that is a dox. Maybe it's not, but like, it's still weird, dude, to post someone's like redacted birth certificate. Anyways, sorry. We'll move on.
Repeated and overstated by Sol, because in response to Chi and Nico's initial posting of their experiences, Sol would lash out uncontrollably at them in another document titled "Okay." That's not okay to extremely emotionally charged
post that.
I don't care. They spoke up. This will be fact-checked using Chi and Nico's document, which counters many of the lies told in Sol's document and already addresses many of the claims made, showing that he didn't bother to thoroughly read the document and only wished to deface them. Sol talks about how he included the proof of Nico doxing him on her Sisyphus account in his Friday Night Blocks.
Sisyphus? Sisyphus mentioned? Is that what I just heard? Hold on.
On her Sisyphus account.
I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
You are a horrible person for laughing at this.
I'm sorry.
And his Friday Night Blocks mod versus KB, which was made specifically out of hatred to target both Nico and Chi, stating within the mod files that the image itself is forged, but you just have to trust him on it.
Also, I'll say I'm goofing a little bit harder because I feel like this part's not good.
In order to run from the doxing accusations. In reality, you should put yourself in Nico's shoes. The person you were friends with and briefly dated back in 2021, who you cut off after learning who they were, who obsessed over you for months, had eventually made a disgusting mod which included diaper for porn of your OC when you were—
Okay, that was something I missed. What the fuck? What the fuck happened?
She dated Sol apparently.
Briefly dated back in 2020, you should put it public. He says have to trust both Nico and Chi, stating this is KB.
It was earlier. I think you missed. I think you blinked out there.
Yeah, I think I did.
That's probably why we're missing some of the context here.
No, I still agree with what I said. That point was not good, but it seems like there's a good point here that I missed out on. Fuck, am I the killer again? Fuck.
Yeah, sure. We're gonna have to put this. We're gonna put this video on pause for a minute while Ali cooks as cool.
Oh my god, I'm gonna let it play, dude. I'm not
Circles that she was transphobic and that she had doxed him using his birth certificate. This is a completely untrue claim that Sol still tries to trans because they had cut him off prior and only learned later that he had transitioned. The doxing that Sol faced from Nico was a cropped image of his own birth certificate that he had sent to her, blurring out all of the major details except for the birthday and city himself before sending it to her. While it was extremely immature for Nico to post this, as she admits.
Okay, that's good. At least he calls it mature. It's so weird.
A complete lie for Sol to claim that Nico was flaunting having his—
I don't know about a complete lie.
Full birth certificate.
This is why I locked out.
Repeated and overstated by Sol because in response to Chi and Nico's initial posting of their experiences, Sol would lash out uncontrollably at them in another document titled "Okay." This document was extremely emotionally charged and made because they spoke up. This will be fact-checked using Chi and Nico's—
Or it could be mad that his redacted fucking thing got posted.
Document, which counters many of the lies told in Sol's document and already addresses many of the claims made, showing that he didn't bother to thoroughly read the document and only wished to deface them.
Oh, okay, that's a fair criticism. Because he didn't even read it and he's like disagreeing with it.
Sol talks about how he included the proof of Nico doxing him on her Sisyphus account in his Friday Night Blocks.
Okay, she also has.
And then he put it like, okay.
Which was made specifically out of hatred to target both Nico and Chi, stating within the mod files that they—
Okay, so this is what I was saying. I think this person sucks. Wait, so the one that made the weird mod was the one that posted his fucking redacted thing, right?
No, Sol's the one who did that. Sol's the one who made Friday Night Blocks him.
Document and only wished to deface them. Sol talks about how he included the proof of Nico doxing him on her Sisyphus account in his Friday Night Blocks mod versus KB, which was made specifically out of hatred to target both Nico and Chi, stating within the mod files that the image itself— was forged, but you just have to trust him on it existing because Nico would deactivate Sisyphus shortly after the mod went public. He says that she did this in order to run from the doxing accusations. In reality, you should put yourself in Nico's shoes.
Also, I don't know
Nico
if
never had access to that.
I don't even know if I care that he did that, to be honest. How old are these people at this point?
I'm pretty sure if I heard this right, it was 2021, so third when he was 13, maybe. I don't know. I didn't hear that part. I
don't know.
but I'm still going to assume they are all minors because most of this happened years ago.
Yeah.
The person you were friends with and briefly dated back in 2021, who you cut off after learning who they were, who obsessed over you for months, had eventually made a disgusting mod which included diaper for porn of your OC when you were 15, which is literally CSEM as Soul states himself. Specifically,
okay, fair enough. Okay.
Ridicule.
Sorry. Like, we should just got to this point. Like, this is what I'm saying, bro. You're like ruining the product. It's like you make a good sandwich and then you start putting weird shit in the sandwich, so like it's not as good.
Why'd you put fucking dog shit in the sandwich, bro?
Yeah, like, cause this is a good point. Okay, he made child porn in the Friday Night Funkin' mod. Bad. Thank you, Jesus. But I had to listen about some girl posting his redacted fucking birth certificate and you like defending it. Like, no, that's weird. No.
You and your partner, in the same way that they were hurt back in a completely unrelated group that you had no prior knowledge of. Please take note of how he defends himself for the behavior of including CSCM made of Nico in the mod, stating that I had edited to the mod because they would always make fun of me for having suggestive content of myself out there as a kid. He just straight up admits to having a part in the CSCM art, and at the end of the quote he says, "What more maturity can I really have at that age, especially when my history extends into being groomed by tons of adults who were twice my age."
Okay, that is kind of a decent point. It's so weird because he was also a kid. So it's like
It's okay. It's hard to okay, like we said earlier. It's okay when he was a kid. We're not saying it's okay as a kid. What the fuck I say? Okay,
it's not okay, but
yeah, he did it when he was a kid. He's
right.
Basically, 13-year-olds are very very stupid. It's becoming a problem because he's not showing empathy for it. He's not
right later on in life. Yeah,
he's defending. He's pretending he didn't do anything wrong.
Right.
That's what I'm having a problem. That's what everyone's having a problem with now.
That's fair.
It's bad when he did it. It's bad that he did it, yes. But it's worse that he's trying to deny and pretend it never happened.
This isn't to defend anything though, so please do not misconstrue my words that. However, you can see that when confronted, he directly lied and said that he had nothing to do with the CSCM art, despite being heavily involved with the mod and saying himself that he included these. Soul also puts this statement despite only being in contact with his friends during the creation of this mod, which includes Cool43, who was around the same age as Soul at the time, as the person who originally uploaded the diaper for CSCM artwork of Nico to Rule 34. And to make matters worse, Cool4 and Soul are still both friends to this day, with Soul directly defending this, saying that he believes people can change, while again still not extending the same sympathy towards his victims. It's misleading for Soul to say that Nico ran from the crime, when in reality she was distancing herself from Soul, who was obsessed with her and partnered with others to put CSCM of her own OC out in public. And to try to incriminate her further, Soul would try to frame Nico as the one who commissioned the artwork in the first place.
Okay, that's not good. He's outright lying. Okay.
Yeah, so see this is starting to change.
I don't know, it's just...
Why didn't they just start with this? Honestly, they really should not have added anything
yeah, dude. I don't know, so... Obviously not good, but, like... The criticism, I feel like... Isn't as bad because he was a kid himself. A kid made kid porn, like, you know, it's not the same as, like, an adult doing it. But then you do have him lying about doing it and saying that she commissioned it, so that's just an outright lie. I don't know, this whole kid...
Because it's part of being a kid. Like what makes it hard is because he's a kid.
Yeah, like the first half was just so much better because even though he was a kid, it was so bad that I was like, I got why this was in the video, and you can't defend it, right? But this isn't as bad. I'm just being honest. Like a kid drawing like porn of another kid's character is not good. It is weird as fuck, but it's not like, you know what I mean? It's not the same as like an adult doing that. Does that make sense? But it is a clear criticism that he's lying about it.
Hey, Lee, where are you, bro? I need some heals, bro.
I don't know, I haven't been playing. I'm trying to lock in and
Started
finish
in
this
late
video.
February of 2023, and that the creation of the CSEM artwork of KB's OC would have had to be made less than a week before the mod would be created. Because of this, one of Soul's friends would eventually join a server Chi was in and would begin posting screenshots of the mod, which included the CSEM art made of Nico by Soul and his friends, causing her
Because I feel like it's not even being made clear. Like, if you're not paying attention to this video, you might think Soul did this. Well, he's not even an adult yet, but you might think he did this as an adult. But when did this happen?
2021 when he was 13.
Right. So that's what I'm saying. Like, I feel like that is an important distinction that needs to be made. Yeah, he's making child porn, but he's 13. You know? It's like the same thing with the fucking Harry Twinkle thing. I don't feel like people are making it clear enough that, like, yeah, he's a kid, though. Like, I'm not saying it's a good thing to do, but, like, it's definitely a difference between a kid doing it versus, like, a grown-ass man doing it, 100%.
banned from the server. Chi, being sick of the harassment, held a confrontation on March 18th, 2023, against Robo with KB and an unnamed mod who had friends on both sides. They would spend the majority of the confrontation apologizing for each other's behavior, and clearing up many of the misconceptions both sides had at the time, in which you'll notice prior screenshots are from that same day on March 18th, 2023. At the same time as the confrontation and the rising rumors about Nico, one of their friends would make a burner account arguing against Robo's Deep Open fan account to defend them. Neither Chi or Nico were present when the burners began arguing, as they stated. Among the apologies being shared, Soul would ask about the rumors about Chi and Nico spreading the idea that Soul was a groomer, but it was revealed to both parties that this was a misconception stemming from misspoken word of mouth. They both agreed that it was never true and apologized. After apologizing, Soul would go on to tell his side of the story, but for some reason excluded the fact that he was the one directly responsible for the versus KB mod, which is called out by Chi as a contradiction, because in May 2023, Soul would release his previous document, Where I've Been / How I Am, stating that he was the one who created the mod. A screenshot is then shared, explaining Soul's main motivations behind creating the mod, where Soul is just seen once again obsessing over Nico. There are also multiple pieces of evidence of Robo actively logging his development.
I really feel like this video could have ended, like, somewhere
20 minutes ago.
Yeah, and it would have been a banger video.
On the mod itself, so she questions.
To be fair, but the thing is, right? It has to be.
I'm so glad it exists, but wait, you said
no.
what?
The thing is, it's trying to. The reason it's 40 minutes is trying to cover everything. Soul did wrong. Yes, even though he got him dead to rights in the earlier things, he could also just claim the other things, or just not him being that bad.
I feel like it doesn't matter, like, because it's not even the length of the video that I have a problem with. It's just the substance of it. This is like, I just don't care. Like, oh my god, bro, what am I listening to? Like, this 13-year-old kid made some weird porn. Like, these guys all sound like degenerates.
Also,
I'm not gonna lie.
I don't like. They didn't really help section things off because he kind of went like, wait.
I'm not gonna lie to you. I feel like all of these groups of, like, specifically what I'm hearing about right now, I think they're all just degenerates. I'm not gonna lie to you. This is the most degenerate Discord shit I've had to engage with today. Oh my gosh. I think they're all degenerates and they're dogpiling on him because he actually got exposed for horrible shit. Like, this didn't need to be here. I'm gonna be honest. This didn't need to be. It's
like
making.
I said, you're not defending people. You're defending positions.
Defending positions, bro. I feel like this is. I feel like these are all degenerates, like the specific part, and they're only retroactively, because this shit came out now, right? All this specific drama. I think they're retroactively shitting on him because he's getting dogpiled and they don't like him. I think all this shit up here is
throughout the years. To be fair, like when some of these events happen throughout the years, is recently.
Oh yeah, so it's just making the video weaker. Like up until when he started talking about the docs, I feel like the video starts getting weak. Everything before that was pretty good. It was pretty, like, you couldn't really argue with it, and it proved that he's a piece of shit. I don't need to hear every, like, accusation that this guy's ever gotten. I don't need to hear that. I need to know why he's a bad guy.
Some of the ways the way he phrased some of these things, it just makes it like, why would you add this?
Yeah, like,
help your case. It actually helps Soul's case.
It does. It literally does. It makes the video weaker. This is what I'm saying. A lot of people have. It's what Dogpack fucking did, dude. How are we not learning? Dogpack originally had some fair criticism for Mr. Beast, and then every accusation that he was being told, he would just throw it in the video and say it like it's fact. Like, oh my gosh, like, stop overcooking.
I don't know why he brought up, and also it just became more of a meme after he said like the Antichrist, bro. Like, okay.
Yeah, like, you stop overcooking. You have this guy dead to rights. You have the fact that he fucking supported. At least he put all this dumb shit towards the end of the video, because, like, dude, beginning the video, banger. It should have been a get in, get out, bro. Like this is like a waste of time, dude. You my brain is melting. You mentioned that he's friends with a guy who's racist and tried to kill somebody, and you proved it. Banger. You mentioned that when he was a kid, he was spreading child porn to other kids, blackmail, catfish some other boy, got a picture of his penis, and then was like sharing it around and blackmailing him. Horrible. Hi, Ifty. How are you doing?
Well, Empty, we are having a very, very interesting discussion right now.
Like all that was based, but then when we get to like the doxing part, that was a little weak. Then we get to the she posted his redacted birth certificate, but it was redacted and she was frustrated or some shit. I was like, what? No, don't defend that. That's not good. That's weird.
That's bad behavior. That's bad guy behavior.
Yeah, just because it happened to that guy that sucked doesn't mean it's okay.
We're getting to the end of the video, so let's just...
Yeah, it's locking.
After the confrontation with Soul was held, things were generally peaceful until Soul doubled down, going against his word, and began harassing Nico again on another burner account, Minecraft Fan. Meanwhile, the Deboken Fan
Fuck me, dude. Not Minecraft Fan.
account would be reactivated and used once again to harass Nico and her friends in May of 2023.
And what is this harassment? Can I please see it? Because when you brought up harassment earlier... Now, I need to see it, bro. I need to see it, because niggas call everything harassment. If I tell someone to kill themselves on Twitter, they'll say I'm harassing them. Earlier, it was valid, because I think that probably is harassment. Messaging someone on one account, bullying them, and then comforting them on the other account. That's pretty fucking weird. But he proved it to us, right? He's not doing that. He just said, maybe I'm pause champing. Maybe I'm pause champing.
Confrontation that happened in March and had
I don't think I'm pause champing. He's just...
of Nico, where he posted her OC claiming it as his, prompting multiple suggestive artworks to begin appearing of it. As such, another group chat was created.
Okay, I guess that's the harassment, that he made suggestive artwork of her OC, I guess. I don't think that's harassment.
Yeah. Asking Soul as to why he was continuing this when all was forgiven by both parties prior. Soul, however, wished to continue the talks within a server full of his friends and make fun of the both of them. When they asked him if something would finally be done...
This whole thing is just so degenerate, bro. I need to take a shower, bro.
About the extended harassment, Soul said, "This is the new me."
You are not having it.
Dude, this part sucks. I can't lie.
To mock them by dropping screenshots of their private accounts from back in 2022.
Oh my god,
you're breaking out of his heart.
You're breaking my heart.
One of his avatars to directly resemble Nico's OC in a twisted attempt to mock her.
Like what?
Why are you throwing? Why are you throwing? You had. Literally,
Dude, what is happening right now? What is happening?
You had them in the. You had us in the first half.
He made his Roblox avatar her OC to mock her. Oh, what?
Why does that matter?
Who cares? Oh man, dude, what is happening right now? Did he start making this video and like these guys got a hold of him and started filling him in on all this dumb shit and he's like, yeah, I'll put it in there.
Like, on God, bro. Like, halfway, he was like cooking, and then now he's just like, what is this? You're breaking his heart.
What is happening, dude? Harley, this video, oh my god. I'm sorry. We're struggling to get there, but the second half of this video blows. I can't lie. Where's the exact timestamp?
We can't just pretend it doesn't happen.
This last section is not good. I'm not gonna lie. This last section is not good. I don't know exactly where it gets bad, but like right now I'm hearing about some weird degenerate, it sounds like Discord thing, where like he's quote unquote harassing someone because he made their OC his Roblox avatar. Like what? And then he made suggestive artwork of their OC. Like, who cares, bro?
Then he would continue to post images using the OC, replying to popular Twitter accounts.
Like, dude, he used the OC in images replying to Twitter accounts. And?
Such as CEO of Isaac on his robotic developer account, with it saying the N-word, to which one of Soul's friends' private accounts would adopt the phrase as their display title. In around June, Soul and his friends on the Deepoken fan account would eventually utilize the hidden drama behind the cancellation of Notive, an animator exposed for being a groomer, by including Notive within the versus KB and Friends mod as a jab at them, because 1, they had initially supported him after his first call-out, which documented his porn addiction because they believed he had changed his ways, and 2, because one of their friends being a victim of Notive. They cut him off completely before the grooming allegations surfaced, and assisting in creating the exposed document for him. Soul would then
Why are we talking about Notive?
Over to Friday Night Blogs on Roblox, continuing to paint Notive as one of the collaborators of the mod, and another controversial figure in the FNF community at the time. He would also reply to one of the commissions KB would get of her own OC for a porn addict and leaving some awful remarks. At the same time, the Deepoken fan account ran by Soul and Cool43 would both continue to harass Nico, posting a drawing that one of their friends was groomed into drawing almost 3 years ago. They then would begin posting the diaper fur fetish art of Nico Sona, who, keep in mind, was 16 at the time, to which upon
And was he not 13? Bro, what are we...
confronted, all they had to say was that it was a funny gift. It's abundantly
Was it... Who even did that? Was that even Soul or...
I'm so lost on this now.
that to
I
the
think
both
it
of
was
them,
Soul and
had
his
involvement in a
friends?
series of events. And in September of 2023, they would both be notified of an account impersonating Nico that was posting the aforementioned NSFW of her OC and uploading it to the Rule 34 tag under
My
their
head's
game's
starting to
name,
hurt
Calamity
trying to
Corp. Let's
figure out what
quickly
this
review
means.
everything thus far. After Nico cut Soul off and talked bad about him behind his back, Soul would make a Friday Night Funkin' mod containing CSCM of her OC. After
What
Soul
is
held a
happening?
confrontation
I mean, he's literally younger than her, by the way.
Hold on, like, first it's this person doing this, and then Nico got mad. Nico did this, and Soul got mad, so he did this, and then this, and this.
That's
and
what
then
I
he
was
did that, and
saying.
then-
I literally called
Like,
that
I'm
out.
so
I literally... This is a stupid little friend group drama of degenerates that did not need to be in this YouTube video.
I'm like, I'm
in March,
so
and
lost.
things were
It's
forgiven
Nico
between
did
both
this, then
parties.
Soul did that in revenge, and then Soul did that.
Like, it's literally... Hold on, bro. I got... Hold on, dude. Like, literally... Where is it? What the fuck? Where is it?
I know, I'm not saying. Okay, look. This YouTuber cooked at the beginning. I don't know what he's doing now, bro.
Here it is.
Who cares? Who cares? Who cares?
Like, that's literally me, bro. Like, throughout, like, this whole last section of the video.
He would create a document in May, where he said he would want to change and start with a clean slate, to which he would return to harassing Nico and she and disregard the confrontation.
And I'm still not seeing what the quote-unquote harassment is.
Need to spread the CSC.
Because you called harassment him fucking having their OC. Am I harassing Joe Yabaki right now? Chat.
You're harassing Joey Yabuki.
Am I harassing friend? Like, am I harassing friend right now, chat?
Oh, guys, I'm harassing Milestone 3 Elliot right now, by the way. I'm playing as him.
Like, what
there.
the fuck happened, dude? Oh my god, let's finish this, dude.
Rocky, you're breaking his heart.
But it doesn't
You're
end
breaking
here.
his
Stay
heart.
with me. Think through the past sections alongside the sudden influx of
I am thinking of the past sections and how good they were compared to this.
information of what Soul has done to both Nico and Chi over the years. Surely you haven't forgotten about the previous victim, because at the same
No, because the previous victim had a point.
time Soul was harassing her using both of
Yeah, this was good. I remember that. Yeah, fair enough.
get under her skin.
I don't remember. Was this the one that posted the fucking censored thing, though? Because that is still weird. It's too much. Yeah, dude, it's too much. It's too much.
Soul would be
There's
doing
so
the
many
exact
of
same
these.
thing to Chi by joining her game's development server, offering to help develop the game on the account Soul Driven Love. Only a few
Excuse
months
me.
into March of 2024, Soul would infiltrate the Calamity Corp Discord in order to get closer to Chi and Nico. Chi was noticing that Soul had multiple friends that were originally Robo's friends and stayed cautious of them, only initiating contact in order to try and figure out who was the one uploading their OCs to Rule 34. But what happens next is unforgivable, and crosses over even more lines than possibly imaginable. Robo would use a friend to convey a personal message to Chi and Nico, saying that he was sincerely sorry for the harassment he forced upon them. But exactly 2 months earlier, Soul would lie to Chi's face, creating fake conversations with himself, using the robotic developer Discord account.
Yeah, that's weird, but it's still one of those things where it's like, why am I hearing about
Whatever.
this? He was a bad friend.
It's
Like,
like-
why am I hearing
In
about
order
this?
to manipulate Chi into believing that he was someone who had been hurt by Robo as well. No, Soul literally calling himself a pedophile in his username to garner trust with Chi. Also, the fact he continued to treat himself as an outsider of the situation.
I mean, I guess if it shows that he's like so fucking weird and unhinged that he has the multiple accounts. But it's just one of those things where it's like this whole section has me so tilted that I just don't care. I don't care anymore.
Okay, it's honest again. Like if they just ended at the first. half,
Yeah.
Soul would be.
I mean, I
fine.
still think. Okay, listen. For whatever it's worth, I still think this is a good video. I still think it did what it needed to do. And, what's it called? I still think this is a good video, and I think if you look at the comments, everyone is in agreement that Soul sucks. I want to make that clear, by the way, just because I don't like this last half of the video, whatever, doesn't mean I magically now think Soul's not a piece of shit. Fuck that nigga. He's a weirdo. He is unhinged. And this video, I still think is good. It did what it needed to do. I'm just saying that you don't need to cover everything that comes out about someone in a video like this. You don't need to add this fluff to the video.
Do you have any final thoughts on this?
I don't know. I guess I technically want to finish it. I don't know if we have to though, but like,
How much longer is there, bro? Just like, okay, let's skip to the end. There's only 4 minutes left. I'm pretty sure it's gonna be the
This
same kind of
behavior was
blabbering
all in
nonsense.
July of
I'm putting it back on
2024,
125.
less than 1 year ago. And she would continue to allow Soul to stay on the server and development team as a scripter for
So
the game
niggas
for
can't
almost
say
3
you didn't
months
watch
after
the whole
this,
video.
only realizing who he was when Ava would contact Chi personally and notify her of what was going on. Chi was obviously incredibly shocked at the news and utterly disgusted at what Soul had done right after he promised to leave them alone. She would then ban him from Calamity Corp, but would not go public with who he was at the time because she and Nico both wished for him to
I don't even know what Calamity Court is.
matter himself, to which Soul would guilt trip Chi in her Twitter DMs right after he was banned, as if his behavior wasn't of his own accord. No apology is ever going to be enough for the behavior he's constantly displayed for 4 years straight to the same people over and over. A lot of this info goes to show how many times Soul will push the limit of the people he's hurt to see what he can feasibly get away with, and there are many things that would have been swept under the rug if Soul was not called out for it. Soldier loves aforementioned
I wish
response
this was
document
swept
titled,
under the
"Okay,"
rug.
spoke of the same rhetoric he uses against all of his victims. You're worse than I ever was. Despite him using things that were forgiven by both parties and countered in the document, and him being the one to perpetuate the harassment after confrontations.
Hello.
He also attacked the character of Chianiko by including 2 Twitter users who are unrelated to the creation of the
I kind of
document,
joined in
just because
like near
Chianiko
the
knew
end
them.
of that.
To everyone who has supported Soul,
Joined in
the
just
support
to
you have
keep
given to
checking
Soul
on
may have been
y'all
out of
and
love for the
stuff.
game and genuine empathy,
Thanks,
but considering all of Soul's
I'll try
actions,
to say them.
Once
Please
again-
don't- no, please don't.
For whatever it's worth, I think Parlo is just doesn't care to look into stuff and needs to stop doing drama content, or at least
Just know that-
serious drama content.
shouldn't support
Okay,
Soul
so
further.
here- but
If you
here,
enjoy Forsaken, you're also not a bad person for this. None of what Soul has done is your fault. It's
Yeah,
understandable for Soul wanting to
enough.
escape doxing and swatting, and there's no justifying these actions. But know that every single person that he has hurt and every terrible thing that he's done has been a chance for Soul to change. With Soul constantly repeating that he wants to
I agree
start
with the
a clean slate,
conclusion.
yet going back to his previous victims under new aliases.
It's just
He
this,
cannot give
like,
someone like Soul so many
section
more
here is
chances when all he does
not
is hurt people
good.
more and go back to his victims.
Where
Yeah.
Arlo's video, the
alright.
main source of information for outsiders, is
we out.
Want to just play the game now?
Yeah, we could do that. Actually, can I do
That-
that? Hold on. Would I be able to do
I
that?
don't-
I think that can cheer all of us up or make us angry. It really depends.
Okay,
I'm
I can
more
play.
disappointed with the
I got
second
30
half,
minutes
right?
left,
That just
chat.
got lost.
Yeah. Good video though. I'll give it a like. I still think it
Oh,
did what it needed to do, and it did expose a lot of useful information.
Give me a second.
Was that victim
Key
2 and
What
3?
is it?
my experience with Soul Driven Love
Right.
/ robotic developer. And he's she
Okay,
can use to
I'm gonna stop looking at your screen, bro. I'm- like,
He would
I'm
also
sick
create a
of being
fake
that
account of a
robotic voice,
high-ranking
too.
Rolv member his photos, to which Nico would ask Soul to stream his DMs, which is what would become
Well,
this isn't
what were you
line
gonna
up
tell
here,
me,
being cautious of
Kraken?
You should show Eiley your PN. You think you'll like it?
Yeah, hold on. I gotta leave the game real quick then.
Soul spreading various false with Soul.
Like,
And as initial thought of
okay.
transition, the doxing that Soul faced from Nico was a
I
crime.
don't know.
Yeah,
Soul
so
is a piece- okay, it's just here's the conclusion I came up to. Soul is a horrid piece of shit,
Mhm.
and that really needs to get off this internet and never touch game development again.
agreed.
But some of these people need to also just get off the internet. They have
Mhm.
done also kind of horrid
Alright,
shit.
so
and it's not even
I figured it out. So introduction, while I did laugh at it, a little cringy, could be better. Good. Fungus, best part. Fungus and fucking stop blue, probably the best parts of this video. CSEM, still good. Victim
Many of
1,
these actions against other
believe
people.
this was
These
still
actions
good.
are all made anticipating such a scenario.
I think Victim 1 was good. It seems like the video, Victim 2 and 3 was a bad. This part should have been deleted. If this part didn't exist, perfect video. Yeah, I think it was good because overall, most of it was still good. It exposed everything and gave me most of the information I need to know on why this guy sucks. Thank you, Fawadi. Big shout out to Fawadi for the video. It was a good video. Just had one bad section. And you know what? That's not that bad, all things considered. You know, having one bad section in such a long video where like all the other sections are slap. And it's his only video. So like,
Wait, this is the only video.
yeah, it's his only video. So like,
Oh.
honestly, that's fucking awesome, dude. There's still a lot of room for you to grow and shit. So fair enough. I just have to be honest. I didn't like that section, but everything else,
Video, it was very good.
very good. Yeah, I would imagine he's probably made content on the internet before, because this is like way too well put together to not have. But regardless, it's his first video on this channel. It was really fucking good.
I don't-
Just
Yeah.
one really bad section that I wish didn't exist, but
And I'm gonna say this: I am very happy that Soul is off the owner of.
me
owner
too.
of
Me
Forsaken.
too. And I hope we can run background checks from now on, so I stop losing my fucking emotes.